All right. Welcome, everybody, to Race 8 of the Denver Racing Social Broadcast Challenge Series. And today we are at Road America for another 2.5-hour endurance event. My name is John. I'll be your lead commentator. This is my co-commentator, Marissa. And we're going to be bringing you guys all of the action for all of the racing going on today. Now, Marissa, I'm just going to open it up to you. It has been a while since the last time these drivers have gotten on the track. How much practice do you think these guys have before getting into the races today?
I think same story as before. I think some teams have had a lot of practice and some teams have had not very much. As far as we're aware, now I do believe some of these teams are talking outside of communications that we're involved in. So hopefully they've had a lot of practice. This is a long track.
Absolutely. Yes, but it is a fan favorite by all of the drivers that I know of. When it comes to Road America, there are a lot of iconic parts of this track I'm sure that we're going to be commentating about a lot today, and I know I'm, for one, am excited to see all of the drama that ensues with all of these drivers looking to get a top spot in today's race. So should be a good one.
Definitely. I am very excited. Now we do only have 2 teams today that have 2 or less drivers driving for them. So we need help with trivia, with cheering on our teams that have very little drivers today, to help get them some of those extra points.
Yeah, you just mentioned trivia. We are going to be having trivia throughout the stream, like we have been having for all of these streams, where you can win free time at Denver Racing Social and even score points for your teams that you're cheering for in the championship, as you can see on the stream right now. We've got some practice going on in the background, but we also have our current season driver standings and our team standings as well. And it's getting pretty close to the top. Brian Sabelski for OK Motorsports, with a phenomenal race last time out at the Canadian Tire Motorsports Park, is currently sitting up at the top of the points leaderboard with a pretty good cushion down to Benjamin Bechtel in second for Full Throttle Racing. His teammate Dayton Harrison currently sitting in third, and EJ Luna, who is currently sitting in fourth in points, just barely over Christian, who has been one of our most winningest drivers this season, is not going to be racing today. So EJ is definitely going to be losing out on some valuable points.
He definitely is. I think that's going to drop him down a place for sure. Expecting that Christian is going to place well today, which, he's kind of been one of those that is at the top of our grid consistently.
Should be a good one today. I'm excited. There's going to be a lot of stories to unfold, a lot of things to commentate over, and we're going to do our best to follow along with all of the action, give you guys the scoop as to what these drivers are doing. So we'll be able to talk with some of the drivers, we'll talk with some of the teams before and throughout the race, and then we'll have a big roundtable at the end of the race for all of the drivers to yell at each other for not getting out of the way, which is always a great time.
That's always the story, right?
Absolutely.
Now, for everybody who's in chat, watching on Twitch or on YouTube, we do have our first trivia. It is already live. It goes through the end of the race tonight. I did hit a link in both of the chats, so you're welcome to start and try it as soon as you want, or whenever time allows for you. We will have 3 other trivias going on throughout the race tonight. I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, I mean, the commentary booth has been upgraded from the last time. We've got a table now for our laptops, and we're really up close and personal to the stream now, so we can see all the racing from much closer than we would be if we were lounging on the couch. So should be good.
It looks like we already have chat, which this is Benjamin Bechtel, the principal for Full Throttle Racing, in our chat, saying it's time for Full Throttle to extend their team lead. They have a pretty good lead.
Yes,
as a team. They really do want that $2,000 prize pot. Like, who doesn't want $2,000 cash? I know I could use it. So definitely, yeah.
Yeah, you can just look at the team standings, the amount of points, it's way over 1,500 points between first place and second place, which is a lot to be scored in a race. So Full Throttle is really just pulling away. They might not be scoring at the very top step of the podium every race, but they are scoring the most valuable points because all of their team members are having really good races. So we'll see if Moto House has anything to say about that. They're currently sitting second in points right now. We just mentioned EJ Luna, team principal for Mile High Motor Club, will not be racing. And Mile High, I believe, will only have one driver tonight.
As far as I know.
So they're going to be missing out on some points there as well for OK Motorsports and and Mulbar to get up there in the team point standings as well.
All right. So looks like we have maybe a new fan in our chat. So shout out to you. Thanks for joining us. And Dayton, another driver for Full Throttle, is still working, it looks like. So we're not holding the race for you. So you better get your tires warm, get your practice in. I know that they practiced this weekend. They were very active in the chat. So yeah, we'll see what they bring today. You know, and the thing about having OK Motorsports, it only has 2 drivers today. They have the principal, Brian Zabelski, and their reserve driver, Andy Cody. So not a solid team. And then, like you mentioned before, Mile High Motor Club only has Jake Schiff, who's going to be kind of a interim principal for today because EJ couldn't make it in. So we'll definitely be talking to him. Just want to give a shout out to everybody who is watching on Twitch or on YouTube. If you're interested in driving as a reserve, becoming a permanent member on one of the teams, please reach out to us, let us know, and we'll get you hooked up with a team because we need drivers. We are coming close to finishing out this season.
Yes,
this is
we
race
are.
8. There are only 11. So I'm excited. This has been such a wild ride, and our drivers have been giving us some really good races.
Absolutely. I mean, it's been a long season. Just thinking back, I've been trying to think about all of the winners that we've had in this league. And just now that we know that there's not that many races left, people are going to start thinking about points. People are going to start thinking about who they're racing against in points. And rivalries might get a little more intense on the track.
Yes. No. Those of you who are just joining us, we do have some rivalries here on the track. We've had some back and forth between Christian Martinez and Dominic Wilder. We've had, who else have we had? I don't know. We've just had a lot of, good, healthy competition. Everybody, I feel like as we're getting closer to the end of this race, that $2,000 prize pot is just really getting into view for some people, and our drivers are really working for it.
Yeah, no, I'm sure there's a lot of money on the line. We can thank Denver Racing Social for putting that on the line for all these drivers to race for, and I think we'll definitely see some tempers flared because of that added financial just lump sum that all of these drivers are racing towards.
Definitely. Most definitely. Now, you did mention Denver Racing Social is the one who put us on, who is sponsoring us, but we do have other sponsors we'd like to give a shout out. We have Oasis Car Detailing, we have Simply Subarus, we have Wilder Racing, who I believe is Dominic Wilder's racing tag. He is racing downstairs tonight. And I think that's it. If you want to be a sponsor or you know somebody who wants to be a sponsor, please reach out. We'd love to increase that prize pot or, help us continue to do what we love.
Yeah, or help us here in the commentary booth as well.
Yeah, we would love sponsors. We don't have any. John and I have no sponsors. Or you could sponsor your own team. If you are like, oh, Full Throttle Racing is winning and we'd like to sponsor them, let us know. We can get your logo on their car. We can get, anything really. We'll do what we can to get your name out there.
Yeah, commentary does need some sponsors. Right? Yeah.
Yes.
We'd appreciate that.
We would love that.
We do have some news from this last couple weeks that we've been on a little bit of a break in between the races, but there was brought up in discussion at the end of last race about having a drop week during the season. You want to explain what a drop week is?
Absolutely. So a drop week is pretty common in most racing series. And what this means is, let's say you race 6 weeks out of the year. A drop week would mean the points totals after the whole season is done will only take your top 5. So it's kind of like losing your bottom test score in school, just to help your grade, basically. So a drop week in this league would mean that the drivers would drop their worst performing week points-wise, and instead of having their points totaled out of 11 races, it'd be totaled out of 10 races. And A lot of drivers were very opinionated about this
Yes.
decision. There were a lot of drivers who were very advocate about a drop week to make things more fair, but we also had drivers who were not in favor of the drop week, thinking that it wouldn't have been super fair for all the racers who were doing the league from the beginning, and thought that that's a kind of rule that should be established at the beginning of the league, which I understand both sides, but because of that, there are going to be no drop weeks for any of these drivers.
That's right. We're going to have no drop weeks for this season. Now, maybe during our next series, that might be established prior to the season starting. It did have to be a unanimous vote from all of the principals, and we did not get that. So, all the drivers listening out there, we are not having a drop week in this series.
Which might sound like a bummer, but I think that is just more of a reason to put your everything out there on the track today to score maximum amount of points, because I don't think anyone is completely out of it at this point.
No, I
Point of the league.
definitely, I think that the competition is still out there, and, you know,
I think
it could be anybody's day.
I think
to
next
beat
season
Brian
we will.
Sadowski at the very top.
Absolutely.
We'll do a drop week next season at the start of the season, so it's pretty even playing field for everyone. So
Heard it here first. Drop week coming into the next league.
yeah, drop
Official
week.
info.
But we will not be doing 2.5-hour races next season.
We will not.
This has been a lot of work for everyone.
Yes,
So
enjoy.
commentary, for these guys to be able to talk for 2.5 hours straight, it's pretty impressive. So thank you guys.
That's why we need a caffeine sponsor. That's
do.
all I'm
Oh
saying.
yeah.
I'm just saying, Monster, if you're watching, you're getting me through this stream. So feel free to sponsor us.
Any Monster reps out there, please sponsor. Sponsorship packages start at $20,000 a race. Proceeds go 90% to the commentary team.
We will
That would be amazing.
we will get your brand out there. I have a blank slate right here. We'll get you on all the cars.
Yes, we'll get your
Yes.
logo plastered in the commentary booth. Well, we'll rep you all the way.
Definitely.
Well, that big 7-Eleven there on the laptop. Looking at that, like
Yes.
they
Yeah, so
carry
that might
Monster,
be.
so through association, 7-Eleven should just bring down some beverages today, right?
I mean, I would not say no to that.
I would love a big gulp personally, or a Slurpee
A
or something.
Slurpee. I would take a
mid-commentary.
Slurpee.
I would like
That
a
would be
Give
full,
us that sugar rush right in the middle of the race.
we need a full tank of fuel for all the participants as well. Just a little
Definitely.
fuel truck to fill up our cars. Yep.
All right. Well,
So-
I'll
10 minutes, or I guess that 10 minutes went by quick.
It did.
We
have-
round table.
yeah. Should we drag in all of the team principals?
We
Hear
only
how
have
we're
5
feeling
minutes
before
before
qualifying?
qualifying starts, so
All right, we'll do that.
let's see how that
Thanks
works
for giving a
out.
shout out to commentary. We appreciate you.
And race control, make sure that Discord is set up so that we can talk to the drivers.
Oh, put me on blast here. Thanks, Felix.
Yes, thank you, Felix.
We appreciate your
Felix
support.
TV. What does Felix TV mean?
Felix TV, would you like to sponsor us?
Would you like to broadcast us?
You can also broadcast us. That'd be great.
All right. How do I? What? You guys confused me when you did that to me. All right. You should be good on Discord.
And then just to double check, I get this wrong every time.
Hold on,
Principal for Bull Bar,
Drag me
Zane May.
into the Discord.
Yes.
Right, okay.
Drag me into Discord and we will check. Check.
Yeah, we hear you.
You can hear me, but Discord is not hearing me.
So we've got about 4. As we get all of these Discord technical difficulties sorted, let's go ahead and take a look at the grid as they run right now. The drivers have been in this practice session now for around an hour and a half, and Christian Martinez is topping the scores right now. Tamika going off.
I was gonna say, not surprised.
No, I am not surprised at all.
Not surprised that Christian is taking that top spot.
Not to mention 6/10 faster than second place, Shea Devereaux, which we've been talking about Shea for these last couple races. He is looking for that really high scoring race. He's been having some tough races in the midfield here, but currently sitting second in practice, looking pretty good. But Benjamin Bechtel currently sitting in third, 500th of a second behind Shea there in third. And then we got Brian Sabelski, who I believe won the last race, unless it was Christian. I believe Brian won it though. We'll have to double check the facts here.
I think you are correct.
But he's currently sitting fourth, and then Andy Cody, in his second ever race for the Denver Broadcast Challenge Series, is currently sitting fifth in practice. So it should be a really good one.
And he was a sleeper. We knew he was a sleeper pretty early into that race.
Oh, definitely.
All right, you guys are good.
So they can hear us from your Discord?
Broadcast.
Yeah, I do not see the DRS broadcast in the round table.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that would. I guess you can't force me to join.
There we go. All right.
Sorry.
Now we got you, and now we can drag in all of these drivers to hear how they're feeling, or at least the team principals to hear how they're feeling before this race.
You know what? I want to know what the strategy is, because I think this is my prediction: 3 pits. This is a long race.
This is a long race. As you can see, like the fastest lap is 1:48, which is one of the longest laps we've had in the series. But it'll be interesting to see. Let's go ahead and drag these guys in here and hear how they're feeling for this race. So again, Jacob Schiff is going to be taking over for the Mile High Motor Club team principal position. So we'll have to ask him how he's feeling in this race, being alone with no teammates. But
Definitely.
we'll ask him. Hey, team principals, this is the commentary booth. You guys got us?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sir.
All right, well, we're getting ready for our 2.5 hour long race here at Road America, and we want to just hear from all of the teams today to hear what your strategy is and how you're feeling before this race. So let's go ahead and start with Benjamin for Full Throttle Racing. How are you and your team feeling today?
We're feeling good. We put in a bunch of practice on Sunday, did a bunch of long practices, got familiar with the track, got consistent at the track, and feeling good.
It's what we love to hear. Now, Jake, I want to go to you. You are in EJ's position as team principal for Mile High Motor Club today, and you're out there without any teammates. How are you feeling about today's race?
Insert the quote from Cars when he was talking about being a one-man show. That's me right now. I don't know. I'm feeling good, especially since I know this track pretty well. Tire strategy, I think we'll just probably play it by ear if anyone else joins. I know EJ said he's going to try and join. There's a storm over him right now, so he can't. He's a little delayed. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm sure EJ's feeling pretty good. Really excited for this track.
All right, well, great to hear it. Let's go ahead and pop over to Brian now. You have been doing really good in all of these races recently, keeping it consistent. Does that change your strategy at all for Road America, or is business as usual today for your race?
Very much business as usual. Just want to be consistent and, keep it going.
All right, let's hear from Molbar. How's the Molbar team feeling?
As usual, just hoping for the best result, just trying to keep it clean and see as far as we can go.
All right, and then the last team representative here for Moto House, Xavier, how are you feeling about your race today?
Feeling cool, feeling collected. I'm going to keep it even keeled tonight.
All right, happy to hear it, guys. Well, we just want to let you guys know you guys have fans in the chat supporting you. And we'll be hopping back into your team chats as the race continues today to just share love and support and just hear how your race is going throughout it. So any last comments to your fellow team principals before we get going today?
Just thanks for being here. Glad to have you here.
All right, well, we're going to let you guys get back to your respective team chats. Qualifying has just begun, and we wish you guys the best start to this race. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Good luck.
All right. Well, it sounds like our drivers are locked in, as they say.
It's pretty funny to hear how calm they all sound at the beginning of the race. And at the end of the race, they all have something to say. It's stick with us throughout the whole race, and you can hear the difference between their strategy, their calm, their focus, they're locked in. But drive for 2.5 hours, you get that mental fatigue, you get physical fatigue. Things happen on track. They all want to discuss. It'll be interesting to hear how their emotions, how they all changed at the end of the race.
Definitely. It sounded like none of them really felt like talking at all.
No.
So it sounds like they're just really going to be focusing on tonight's race and trying not to slide off the track like we've seen happening so often on these practice and qualifying sessions here. We have Dayton Harrison locking it up, sliding through the track, and he's going to go back to the pits and try another clean lap there. So excited to see who gets on the top of the leaderboard first. And there are some drivers that would love a high starting spot today.
Definitely. I think Christian definitely wants one. Brian Zabelski, Benjamin Bechtel, Dayton Harrison, Shea Devereaux. What driver doesn't want to start at the beginning? I mean, it's a huge advantage to start on pole position at the beginning of a race. So,
Marissa, let me ask you this. We'll try and do this. We did this last time, but I want you to try and predict the top 4 finishers at the end of this 2.5 hour race, and then I'll do the same.
Top 4.
Top 4.
I think top 4 will be Dayton, Christian, Brian, and Benjamin.
All right,
Those are my top 4.
Your top 4 are drivers that have been consistently finishing on the top 4 every single race this season. That's a pretty fair guess right there.
Yeah. What about yours?
For me, I think Christian will definitely be up there. I think Brian Zabelski for OK Motorsports will also be up there. And then looking at the driver roster here, I don't know. I kind of want to cheer for an underdog here, a driver that we haven't really seen up at the top. I want to put Shea Devereaux from Molbar Motorsports up there as well. And then I also want to put some faith in Xavier Williams from Motorhouse GP. He's been having some really good races, teammates with Christian, and I can see them going up very far there. So that'll be my top 4. I know I'm counting out full throttle here by not picking Dayton or Benjamin to finish in the top 4, but I'm really cheering for these drivers that haven't had the best finishes throughout the season to have a good one today. So let's see how they qualify, and let's hope that they don't make me look like a fool.
Yeah. Chat, let us know. What do you think? What are your predictions? I'll run through the drivers real quick. For Molbar, we have Zane May, Shea Devereaux, and Ruben Gutierrez. For OK Motorsports, we have Brian Zabelski and Andy Cody. Full Throttle Racing, Benjamin Bechtel, Dayton Harrison, and Dominic Wilder. Motorhouse GP has Christian Martinez, Xavier Williams, and Daniel Tominga. And Mile High Motor Club has Jake Schiff.
Jake Schiff.
Chat, let us know. What are your thoughts? What are your predictions? You want to make a bet? I'll take a bet. I'll take a $10 bet. I'll put cash on it. Or I'll put dinner on it. If we win, you buy us pizza for the next one. If you win, I'll buy your pizza for the next race. How about that?
I also agree with Pierce in the chat saying, I just hope everyone has a great race. At the end of the day, I just hope everyone has fun.
Definitely. I mean, that's what we do it for, right? We just want to have a great time. And thank you for joining us, Pierce.
Yes, and what's up, Broken? Thanks for sending a chat here. We'll be trying to interact with the chat throughout the entire stream. So if there's any questions you might have, anything you might want to say to us, commentary, or about the drivers that you're currently experiencing on your screen right now, feel free to just let us know. We've got a Motorhouse GP fan in the chat. That's great. We love to hear fans from all of these other teams, and Motorhouse now showing up. Let's go ahead and look at the current qualifying board. 5 minutes into practice, Benjamin Bechtel is going to set a blisteringly fast lap time of a 150.2, which is currently 2 seconds faster than second place Shea Devereaux here, as we have our top order currently going through a graphics identity crisis. But it looks pretty good here. Christian Martinez is going to try and match Benjamin's time there for pole, but is still going to come out a second short. Shea Devereaux also currently sitting in third. Looks like Andy Cody is going to put down a really good lap there behind Benjamin, but Benjamin's still 5/10 faster than second place right now. Andy Cody is also a sleeper pick that I think could have a really good race today if he manages to keep it clean.
Yes.
We have a question in chat. How long is the race? The race is going to be 2.5 hours long. So we've got a 10-minute qualifying session. As soon as this qualifying session's over, there's going to be one pace lap for all of the drivers to warm up their tires, and then they will be doing as many laps as they possibly can within 2 hours and 25 minutes.
It's a quick one.
It's yeah, it's definitely going to be going by pretty quick.
It'll be so fast. It'll be so fast, and it's going to be really great if you do the trivia, which Denver Racing Social has posted in the chat. It is live right now. With that, you earn a free you win a free happy hour for you and 3 of your friends here at DRS Centennial. It's a great place. You can sit in our chairs, sit at our table, be on this 360 motion sim downstairs. It's a blast.
It's a fantastic time. Well, take a look at that qualifying board. Shea Devereaux just out-qualified Benjamin there by 0.2 of a second. That is a really good lap. I'm sure he's very happy with that. I do not see any times from Xavier on the time yet. He must not have had a good lap, a clean lap, so he's still struggling to put his time on the board here, but it's getting pretty close to the top. Christian currently sitting in 4th. We don't think he's going to stay there very long. He's one of our most, I want to say, skilled drivers at just keeping solid pace during endurance races. So we expect him to have a really good race today. But at the field, as they sit right now for qualifying, we should be in for a pretty hectic restart. And to go off this length of the race, 2.5 hours is very long, but these drivers managed to keep it very entertaining for us. So it should be a really good time once the green flag waves.
It definitely will. Now, do you want to remind us about incident points?
Yes,
drive-through penalties.
Let's talk about incident points and drive-through penalties. 2.5 hours is a long time to race, and running into walls, you can't do it every lap. So here's how it's going to work. After every 12 incident points, you get incident points after going off the track, making contact with other cars, making contact with the wall. You'll get a certain amount of X's. At 12 X's, you serve a drive-through penalty. And then that's going to really slow you down, takes like tens and tens of seconds off of your lap time, and that'll definitely slow you up. If you have to serve a penalty at the beginning of the race, that's even worse because you lose all of that track position early in the race. Now, if you get 60 incident points, that's the equivalent of 5 drive-through penalties, you will be disqualified. You will score no points for this race, and you will score no points for your team. So we've only had 1 or 2 disqualifications per race. But as you can see, with all of the drivers who are currently qualified, we only have 8 drivers today. We have a pretty open track here, so we should expect not a lot of driver-on-driver contact, especially with lap traffic, but only time will tell, so we'll see what the penalties look like.
Definitely.
Looking at the qualifying board now, 30 seconds left. Andy Cody is currently sitting on pole. This would be huge for Andy Cody if he would be able to hold on to his first place spot. Oh, never mind. Benjamin, as I say that, Benjamin Bechtel goes right back at him with a 149.8. Not much faster than Andy Cody, but enough to get that pole position as we have a couple other drivers here about to finish their laps. As we have second place, Andy Cody about to cross the line here. Let's see if that's going to be an improvement. It doesn't look like it for our number 2 fastest car. He's not going to be able to better his time. He's going to be starting behind Benjamin here for the race. But we also have Shea coming through, and we also have Dominic Wilder about to finish their laps here. Let's see if Shea is going to be able to put down a lap enough to put him on pole. It's going to be close. He's not that far behind Benjamin to start off with. See what Shea can do across the line, and he's going to put it on pole by 0.6 of a second. Incredible pace from Shea right there. Love to see it.
That was a great finish to qualifying for him.
It really was. And we have some drivers that I was not expecting to have this at the low point of the qualifying boards. We have Zabelski here, who's just about to complete his final lap. Let's see if he improves from there. I don't think he's going to. Into the pit lane.
I don't think so. I think he's starting in 4th.
Got Dayton on a hot lap. So is Gutierrez. Let's see if they're able to get themselves a little bit higher on the grid. Dayton across the line. Can he move up from 7th? He can, up to 6th in front of Xavier. Not a bad start for Dayton at all. And it looks like this is going to be about the end of our qualifying session. We currently have Christian and Andy Cody out on the track. I don't think they will be able to complete their laps here. And we're going to get started with our race. But Shea Devereaux, I believe this is Shea's first pole in this league. And he's going to be starting up at the front.
That is so exciting. Congratulations, Shea.
Congratulations,
First pole position. So
That's
exciting.
awesome.
This is going to be a good race.
I'm hoping he's...
Commentary. How do you feel about Christian Martinez right there in the middle of the pack now?
Christian, like I was just mentioning, he has some of the most consistent pace out of all of these drivers in endurance. So I'm sure he's not going to be happy being in the middle of the hornet's nest at the beginning of this race with all of these drivers going crazy, but it could also be detrimental to his points if he gets taken out at the beginning of this race.
Could.
So that is not something we want to see here.
Also, I think he will have a good time getting through traffic.
Yes.
I think he will enjoy that. Like I said, we said at the beginning that, you know, the whole point for this is for everybody to have fun. And so I think he will definitely enjoy that.
Yes, I'm sure he will appreciate having to actually pass people, because that is not something Christian has been doing these last couple races just because of how fast he is. But as you can see, we've got our grid here lined up. Bunch of guys up at the front that we just love to see. Andrew Cody, Shea Devereaux. Those guys have entered the league like late in the league, but now they are starting to show they have the pace to contend with the big dogs here at the top of the points leaderboards. And it'll be very interesting to see team dynamics between all of these drivers, and as well as just driver on driver relationships and battles throughout the field. So should be a really close one. But we're having this race. This race is going to be starting pretty soon here.
Might be starting now.
Hopefully, once we're able to see it.
What is going on? We have a replay going.
A little bit of technical difficulties on our end.
Yeah. It says we're running at 300 frames per second. Oh no.
I think our chatters think that our stream is frozen. We
waiting
do
for device to-
apologize.
Channel closed. It says channel closed. Oh my god. iRacing, come on. We might miss the start of this. That's the weirdest thing. We are relaunching right now. No bueno.
Try and get this start ready for you guys so we can see all the chaos as these drivers get ready.
Yeah.
We'll definitely have to go watch some replays if we did miss the beginning.
We won't have them. We will not have the replays. All right, but we're 25% sim loading right now. 25%. 28:30. So, commentary.
Yes.
Oh, you gotta fill some dead time right now.
I'm just, the anticipation is building. I want to see how these
I want to know how
drivers.
the race is going.
I want to see how it happens when they start.
If
what
you
the
have
chaos is.
come back into our chat, we do apologize for the technical difficulties. Let us know, who are you cheering for today? Who's your favorite team? Who's your favorite driver? Is there someone that you are rooting for? Do you think our predictions are wrong?
Okay, here we go.
And we are getting the race right back up.
All right, it looks like the drivers are still on their outlap. That is great to see. Race has not started yet. Shea currently sitting on pole. All right, let's get this race started. You guys know the starting grid. These drivers are going around, warming up their tires. Look at the amount of different teams sitting on the front row. That is awesome to see.
Holding a little back in
Got the Mulbar car there starting on pole.
Perfect timing.
Those drivers are getting ready to go.
We are ready to go lights out.
They still have around half the track to go before they drop the green flag. Luckily for us, this is a 4-mile long track, so it was going to take them a while to do this pace lap. Oh man, it's going to be so hectic at the start of this race. I can feel it.
It looks like we only have 12 drivers on the track. So I'm trying to do a quick figure out who we're missing. Oh, nope, that's how many we're expecting is 12.
We've got our 1 Mile High Motor Club car, Jacob Schiff starting all the way in the back there. And we've got Andy Cody currently in that BMW, currently sitting in 3rd. What team is he on again?
Andy Cody is racing as a reserve driver for OK Motorsports.
For OK Motorsports. So his teammate is Brian Sabelski here, who is currently behind him in 4th. So 3rd and 4th, we've got the same team going to try and capitalize to see if any chaos happens at the beginning of this race between Benjamin Bechtel and Shea Devereaux. This is a really big moment for Mulbar. I don't think Mulbar has had a pole throughout this entire league.
I don't think so.
I think Shea's looking to get some really good points for the team here, as well as his own personal points here. So it should be really, really, really close one.
During our little glitch, we had Dusty say what's good on chat. So.
Hi, Dusty. Thank you for being with us.
All right, drivers are rounding the final turn here before that long uphill straight to the green flag. Safety car is out, and now it is up to Shea to control the pace of the field and get to the line first. All the drivers are bunching up, and the lights are about to go on. The drivers are about to leave. Looks like Shea is on the gas pedal, and he is out of there.
He pulled away so quickly.
Looks like he caught Benjamin by surprise there. Benjamin, though, not going to have that much of a gap to make up for. Christian Martinez is going to move all the way up to 3rd at the start there, which is a really good start for him. He must have jumped on the gas. Oh! It looks like we have a hard impact there from a full throttle car. We'll go back and check that out after the beginning of this race. We've got another car sliding off. It looks like Shea's just absolutely going to be flying away here as it's still too wide from 2nd place back. Andy Cody moves up to 2nd with Christian behind him. Benjamin Bechtel falls back to 4th. Brian Sabelski falls back to 5th. Dominic Wilder is going to be moving up a couple spots from the start of the race. It looks like Christian is also going to be getting past Andy Cody here at the first beginning of this lap. Look at that. Christian Martinez starting in the back of the field. Doesn't even matter. He's going to slice through as we have another full throttle car backwards around the turn. That's going to be Benjamin Bechtel as he drops down the field. A very unfortunate start for him, but he will have a lot of time to make up that track position as Andy Cody now in 3rd, Zabelski 4th. Jacob Schiff for Mile High Motor Club has moved all the way up to 5th from starting in the very back of the field. Some really good starts from these drivers here, and a lot of people making moves early. Currently on board with Andy Cody, currently sitting in 3rd in front of his teammate. Looks like the OK Motorsports guys have managed to have a pretty safe start, and Christian Martinez 2 seconds behind our leader, and a very, very hectic start of this race.
That was a very crazy start, but so exciting. We've got everybody's pushing, I think, to try to get the track position that they want at the beginning of this race. But I think Full Throttle might be having some struggles at the beginning of this race.
It looks like a couple of Full Throttle spinouts here right as this race begins, which is unfortunate for that team, but really good for all the drivers who didn't qualify as well. Now they are in front of one of the best teams on the grid here, so we'll have to see if they're able to make up a lot of time here. As you can see, Benjamin Bechtel, Dayton Harrison currently sitting 10th and 11th for Full Throttle. That is not how they wanted to start this race, but still a lot of time. And these guys have some pretty good pace. We'll see how well they go here. It looks like Christian is closing the gap on Shea here in 1st, and all of the drivers are now slowly building some gaps between each other. It looks like everyone is straight and on the track. Not a lot of bad wrecks at the beginning. It should be a pretty solid grid here as they manage to maintain all of their positions.
It definitely will. I mean, that was an exciting start to this race. Now, the key is staying on track, getting minimal incident points so you don't have to do any drive-through penalties, and really, like our principal said at the beginning, driving their race.
Well, it looks like Christian is getting a little bit closer to Shea here at the front. I know he wants to make this pass early so that he can just drive away and build a time gap for his first place, but I don't think Shea's going to give it to him very easily. Starting on pole, I mean, some phenomenal starts from some of these drivers. Jacob Schiff up 6 spots, Christian Martinez up 3 spots, and some unfortunate ones. Benjamin Bechtel from 2nd place down to 11th. A very untimely spin for that full throttle racing car.
Yes, that was very unfortunate, but it's the beginning of the race. We still have 2 hours and 20 minutes to go. Anything can happen.
Shea Devereaux is going to have to be careful not to get too caught up with his eyes in his rearview mirror looking at Christian here. And he just needs to start eking out that gap. As you can see here, goes to the inside on the straightaway, doing a little bit of weaving on the straight, trying to break that draft from Christian. As you can see, Christian trying to maintain his position with him. Currently closing that gap. Let's see if he makes a move into turn 1. Doesn't look like it. Going to play it safe here. But he's still really close to the bumper of Shea on that gap. He's going to fake a lunge to the inside. Shea thinks better of it, doesn't go to defend and maintains his race in line. And it looks like Christian is just trying to find a way around him to get into that open air.
He definitely is, and this is going to have to be very strategic driving from Christian to get into that first place position.
We're on
while
board.
Keeping clean.
On board with Christian right now. We're seeing what he's seeing. He's just looking to the inside, trying to get Shea to look in his rearview mirror and force a mistake out of him. But I think Shea knows a little bit better than that. He knows Christian is not the kind of guy to wipe someone out going into a corner. So he's just having his own race. He's going to make Christian pass the hard way.
He definitely is, and this is going to be a good competition to watch out for sure. And we do have a comment in chat. What lap did they get Mario Kart blue shells to throw at each other? Unfortunately, we haven't added that to iRacing yet, but they'll give each other the best competition they can.
Denver Racing Social Mario Kart Challenge Series when? I'll just throw it out there.
I was literally just thinking about that earlier today, honestly.
So it's in the works. Andrew's going to get it done for you.
I didn't say that. I said I was thinking about it.
I might have to come down to the commentary booth. There's a Mario Kart league going on. That's all I'll say. Is Christian here looking to the outside of Shea here. Is going to try and get a good run on him, and he might be looking to make a pass here on the straightaway. Looks to the outside. Shea defends on the inside, and it looks like Christian's going to drag race all the way down to turn 1. Now, he is going to be forcing Shea here to the inside of the track, which is not the optimal line. Shea is not going to let him have it, though. He's going to hold the inside. Christian manages to stay behind in 2nd place, but he's still looking to the outside here of turn 3, I believe this is, turn 2, and they're still going to be too wide here going down the straight. Look at this, a really tight battle for the lead, giving each other space, using up the whole track, and I'm sure Andy Cody is just sitting in 3rd there, hoping and praying that these guys make a mistake here, but it looks like Christian might be able to get that spot here from the inside. Shea goes really wide, tries to get a switchback here up the hill, under the bridge, but Christian's going to defend well. He's going to stay on that inside lane, and he's going to complete that pass super cleanly, and now Shea is going to go on the attack. Christian is going to go on the defense. Very good stuff, and unfortunately for Andy Cody, they both stay on the track.
Yeah.
Stays.
So Andy's going to have to put in the work to get close that gap and then put the pressure that now on Shea Devereaux.
Looking back here as Christian starts to drive away from 2nd place here, we have some other movement in the field. In top 5, Ruben Gutierrez has raced all the way to the top 5. He's gained a lot of positions, and that's not just from the first lap. He's been getting positions here for these last couple of laps, which is very impressive stuff. I'd love to see him at the top of the grid. Looks like Jacob Schiff fell down a couple spots, maybe had an incident on a lap, fell down to 8th place, which is still better than where he started, and he's going to try and get that time back. Xavier Williams now up to 6th place, having a good time at it, and now it looks like Benjamin Bechtel in the back of the field is going to try and make a huge dive bomb send there on Daniel Taminga for 10th place. He's going to try and get that back. Taminga maybe he's going to try and fight him back on that, but Benjamin Bechtel trying to get as many positions as he can here after that unfortunate start to the race.
Definitely, he is going to have to work his way up through back through the traffic, through the grid, where he did start at the beginning of the race.
There is a bit of a gap forming between 4th place and 5th place now. We've got 4 top front runners here who are running away from the field, as Ruben Gutierrez is going to be leading the back of the field, where all of these drivers are still bumper-to-bumper racing for position. We're on board with Dayton Harrison now, trying to pass the 1 Mile High Motor Club car of Jacob Schiff here. We'll see if he does any sort of dive bombs or anything, but I haven't seen any dive bombs from any driver other than Benjamin in these cars. We'll see what the passing looks like here. Look at that huge runoff there for Dayton, as he's going to get by Jacob going wide there at that turn before the uphill, and makes the position clean. And now he's going to have his teammate Dominic Wilder in front of him, as well as all 3 full throttle cars now get past that Mile High Motor Club car of Jacob Schiff, who falls back down to 10. Now look at that, all of the purple and gold Cadillacs now bumper to bumper, the back of the field.
View. It's a great view, and I'm sure all 3 of them would like to be a little bit higher up on that grid. They're just going to have to put in the work. They've got time. There's no rush, as long as they're consistent with how they're driving. Jake seems like he might be going a little wide on some of these corners, so he might have to be looking out for those incident points, and making sure that he is also driving cleanly. It would be very unfortunate if Mile High Motor Club did not get any points this race, because he gets disqualified. So he's got a lot of weight on his shoulders, but he already has 6 incident points, and we're in lap 6.
Yeah, that's not the best track record for the beginning of a 2.5-hour race, but pretty low incident points for all these drivers. I'm sure that's not something we'll be talking about for at least another hour here, as these drivers start to get their consistent pace down, and just start going from there. But it looks like the top of the field, our top 4 cars, are currently driving away. That is Christian Martinez, Shea Devereaux, Andy Cody, and Brian Sabelski here, having a really good start to this race and pulling away from the rest of the field, as it looks like Ruben Gutierrez is under pressure from Xavier Williams in that Moto House GP Ferrari there. So he looks to the inside, around turn 8, not going to get there.
Come on, Xavier.
He's going to manage to keep it straight, and it looks like Ruben is going to play defensive. He doesn't want to give the spot up easily, but it looks like Xavier has the speed. We'll see if he makes any dive bomb moves. But Ruben Gutierrez managing to hold the spot well here at the beginning stages of this race.
You know, sometimes in these endurance races, it is exactly that. It's the endurance. It's putting that pressure, that mental pressure, on the driver that's in front of you, and playing the long game. If you're patient, it is quite possible that the driver in front of you is going to make a mistake and allow you the time and spot position to pass. Problem is that it is a competition. These are drivers who are going to push themselves to be the best that they can be, and they might not want to wait. I know if I was driving, I definitely would not want to wait. So,
speaking of waiting, we got a bit of a traffic jam forming here. Xavier Williams, we're currently on board with, is chasing Ruben Gutierrez, but is losing a little bit of time, because look at that, he's got 2 full throttle motorsports cars behind him trying to get some positions. That's Dayton Harrison looking to the inside of that Moto House car, and his teammate following him through. Let's see if these guys are able to make it. Dayton gets that position easily before the turn. Benjamin Bettel's going to look to the outside around turn 1. Not going to be able to get that position on Xavier. He's going to try and get that another lap, but Dayton Harrison easily making back some positions early in this race. And now he's going to be chasing down Ruben Gutierrez from Molbar Motorsports.
So it looks like Dayton Harrison is now back where he started position-wise, and that is in 6th place. However, he is still very close to the 5th place driver. I would anticipate seeing him pass as quickly as possible.
Yeah, well, we'll keep our eye on this really close battle, because we know Benjamin Bettel really wants to redeem himself after that first lap spin out. And he sees this gaggle of carts in front of him. I'm sure he would love to just catapult his car past all of them, but all of these drivers are really good. As we can see Xavier looking to the inside there of Dayton is not going to get it, but Dayton knows he's there, and Xavier is also a really fast driver. So hopefully none of these drivers push it too far and take each other out of the race. But as it goes right now, these drivers are giving each other a run for their money. This is a really close battle between all 4 of these guys right here.
It definitely is. Now, if you've been with us before, you know that Full Throttle tends to have some team orders. So it's possible that Dayton Harrison and Benjamin Bechtel are working together to gain
Xavier
those positions.
Overcooks it a little bit there. He's going to allow Benjamin to get past that. Just small mistake. Braking a little bit late was enough for Benjamin to capitalize. And now he is past. And it looks like Dayton Harrison here is on that back bumper of Ruben Gutierrez in the Mulbar car. It looks like he's got a bit of a run here, so we'll have to see what he does on this straight. As you can see, Dayton is slowly getting some ground here on Ruben because of that draft. Ruben guards the inside here. Dayton's going to have to go around the hard way. It looks like he is going to get around Ruben there. A really clean sweep there. As we actually have a car spinning, I think we might have to go back to replay. I think Dayton might have gotten into Ruben there. Around the outside, as it looks like another Full Throttle car. That looks like Dom got involved in that unfortunate incident. But oh no, Ruben was doing so good, and we hopped right on board Dayton when we went around turn 1. I think Dayton might have taken Ruben's line away to get that spot, but let's go ahead and see. That's Daniel Tominga, back of the field. We'll see what happened to Ruben here. Oh, yeah. Ruben goes wide, and no, that's Benjamin Bechtel getting into the side and absolutely dumping him coming around the turn, and then he's just going to race all the way across the track. That is not what we love to see there, and unfortunately some more damage and some incidents for these guys, but wow. Benjamin, after getting a spin out early in the race, is going to see a gap after his teammate passes Ruben here, and unfortunately decides to wash up the track and take him out. Ruben here on the inside line, not the optimal line, so he is going to wash out a little bit here around turn 1. You can see Benjamin sees that gap, but runs right into Ruben's car here. You can see Ruben just there's nowhere for him to go. No. He just got absolutely run into there by Benjamin, and I'm sure Mulbar Motorsports is not going to be happy with that move there, because that was a very high impact crash. Luckily our drivers are okay, but maybe not mentally. I don't think they're mentally okay.
I think this is going to be possibly a frustrating race for Full Throttle. If we do continue to watch this replay though, you see Jake barely gets around without getting hit. So that was a great reaction from Jake Schiff to avoid that.
Yes, a really close one for Jake Schiff there. We'll definitely have to talk to him. I'm sure he'll tell us all about that once we talk to the teams here later in the stream. But I feel so bad for Ruben. Absolutely taken out, and he was having such a good race.
Dominic had nowhere to go.
Yeah, that's not what you love to see. Whew. In any other iRacing Endurance Series, that would be game over, but we do have damage turned off for these drivers, so they're able to continue on their race after incidents like this. So let's go ahead and hop on board. We've got another battle going on here. It looks like Dayton Harrison is getting passed by Xavier Williams. He's going to try and get the switchback. Looks like Benjamin Bechtel, his teammate, manages to get by both of these guys, and yeah, it looks like Xavier's going to run Dayton just a little bit wide, but managed to keep the position. Wow, elbows are out here at the back of the field behind the top 4 here. Benjamin Bechtel, Xavier Williams, Dayton Harrison, Jacob Schiff, all of these guys, elbows out and not giving each other a lot of space to race cleanly here. So that was a very unfortunate incident. I can't wait to hear what everyone has to say about that from all sides.
We're going to hear it. I am sure. That being said, now that it's calmed down just a little bit, we are getting ready to start another trivia. You'll see it on your screen. You can scan the QR code. You can go to crowd.live. The code is WF7CL. I'm going to drop it in the chat in Twitch and YouTube. But we're going to get started with some trivia to help your favorite team earn some bonus points. One thing to know. Mile High Motor Club only has one driver. They could definitely use the extra points. OK Motorsports only has 2 drivers. They could also use some extra points. However, if you're in the chat and you are here because of a certain driver or a specific team, definitely choose them. We're not trying to influence you in any way. Just putting it out there if you'd like to help a team, if you're not familiar, if you're just joining us. But we're going to get started with some trivia here pretty soon. Let me get those links here into the chat for you.
Sounds great. Some trivia while we watch this racing. Looks like Jacob Schiff is going to be the first driver into the pit lane. That feels like a incident point drive-through. If we look here, yeah, Jacob Schiff with 12 incident points. That means he had to go do a drive-through. Benjamin Bechtel currently sitting at 10 as well, and I believe that is also Ruben, who is also at 10 there at the top of that. So those two drivers would probably be the next guys who need to go do a drive-through penalty. And I'm sure those guys are not happy with each other either. So let's hope that they don't have any altercations in the pit lane. But I think that's more of a NASCAR thing. So
I think you're correct. Now, when iRacing adds in the function where you can get out of your car and fight each other, now that will be an interesting race to watch.
I'm curious to hear a little bit from chat. If you're in chat, how'd you feel about those battles and those crashes a moment ago?
Let's see what chat has to say about that incident between the full throttle car of Benjamin Bechtel and the Moldbug car of Ruben Gutierrez, beginning of the race. Another replay here. See Benjamin getting into the side of Ruben there out of turn 1, hooking him down the straightaway, and Ruben with a hard impact into the wall. And then as he comes back out onto the track, he's going to encounter the Mile High Motor Club car of Jacob Schiff, who reacts just in time to get away by inches. But unfortunately, Dominic Wilder, full throttle motorsports car, was not as lucky. And his whole engine went on top of that track there.
Yes, it did.
I think we need to see like fireball, stuff like that. I think iRacing should incorporate fireball into the crashes. How are you guys?
I like that chat as well, Pierce, having an iRacing X Street Fighter crossover. Should be able to get out and play a game of Street Fighter against your racing rival.
That would be an interesting race to watch for sure. Is there nobody in chat? Chat, let us know. Did you like the competition? Do you want to see a specific driver?
The team with one driver is going to be Mile High Motor Club. Jacob Schiff currently sitting in 11th. Could use all the points he could get. So if you're looking to support a team, definitely a good one to support.
Definitely. Full Throttle had a tough start. Yes, we agree. Jacob's reaction time was legendary.
Also agree.
Yes.
Looks like Brian Sabelski from 4th place is going to be in the pit lane. That is not an instant point pit. That is a strategy call.
That is a strategy.
Right there. Very interesting pitting from 4th here. And it's only 20 minutes into the race as well. But we've seen this kind of strategy call before from Brian. Last race, he was the first to pit, got out of the hornet's nest, as you call it, and then put down some really good lap times and ended up, I think
he won.
Winning the race on that strategy. So this might be a business as usual Brian Sabelski strategy, one of our most consistent and fast racers. Let's see how he comes out of the pits here. But this is going to really shake up the grid, guys. We have Benjamin Bechtel, who has moved up to 4th now, 20 seconds behind the front leaders here. And if you can see by the mini-map there on the bottom left of your screen, all of the drivers here are pretty spaced out, other than maybe Xavier Williams and Benjamin Bechtel, and then, of course, Dominic Wilder there chasing Ruben Gutierrez in front of him. The two drivers that had the hardest collision now are right next to each other on the track.
I definitely agree that Sabelski has usually a different strategy during his races than almost every other team. So it'll be interesting once we talk to him and see, I obviously think it was a strategy. He had no incident points. It wasn't a drive-through. We did see him in the pits. I wonder if that means he's going a 3-pit strategy.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to pit strategy, if you can't beat him on the same strategy, the best way to beat him is to do something else. Like if you know you're not going to beat someone on your current strategy, you got to switch something up. Otherwise, You know, the same strategy is going to result in the same results. So no one is going to be matching Date. Looks like Andy Cody, his teammate, is going to be coming back into the pit lane, though, about a lap after Zabelski did. So that is definitely some team orders. And OK Motorsports getting into the pits early here. So I'll give a little bit of insight as to what I think this strategy is that these guys are doing. So they are getting into the pits early so that they can have their tire strategy be a little bit ahead all of these other drivers. All of these other drivers are probably going to be racing as many laps as they can on their current set of tires, and going into the pit lane when they feel like the tire fall off is worth putting a new set of rubber on. So what Brian Zabelski is doing is, instead of waiting for those tires to fall off, he's putting new tires on now, so that 3 hours from now, when drivers are like on their worst set of tires trying to finish the race, he will be on a separate strategy, and his tires should be a little bit healthier, and he should be able to make it to the end with less time than these drivers would be on tires just waiting for them to burst, I guess. So there's probably a lot of tire strategy going on between Brian and Andy as well, to try not to burn them up, trying to keep them on the car and trying to keep them last, honestly, is the goal.
Especially because this is such a long track. This track is, I believe, 4 miles long, in case anybody's listening and we're starting trivia soon. It's a long track. There's quite a bit of turns, as you can see on the map.
Yes,
which can degrade your tires.
Yeah, I was about to say, we're currently on board with 8th place Andy Cody, and I'm gonna try and walk you through some of these turns here at Road America. So right now he's going up the hill. We're on board with Ruben Gutierrez, going up the hill, taking a left-hand turn here with Andy Cody here, and they're going around the carousel. Now this carousel is brutal on tires because drivers are also on the gas, trying to gas it up on this turn, but also turning their car, so the tires are like under a lot of pressure, under a lot of force, and it depends if you can gas really hard, use more of your grip, or just not go on the throttle as much around that sweeper, so that when you turn your car, there's less just like tire grip and less tire wear in general there. So there is some tire strategy of drivers here, maybe taking these turns a little bit easier so that their tires last, because if you drive your tires hard throughout this racetrack, will not be nice to you.
It definitely won't. Especially if you take any of these, I believe 14 turns a little too wide, you get onto that grass, you get into the gravel, that just shreds your tires even faster. So it is important to stay on track. It's important to have tire strategy and fuel strategy, because this is an endurance race. It is 2.5 hours long. They will have to fuel during the race.
Yep, the more fuel you have in your car, the slower it's going to be, the worse it's going to handle in corners. And the less fuel you have, the lighter it's going to be, the easier it's going to be able to turn. Like, the more fuel you have, that's also going to be impacting how much your tires wear as well. There's a whole really intricate scientific process in racing here that these drivers are trying to exploit to finish in front of their competitors. Hey, that's just racing.
There definitely is. All right, I'm going to scan this QR code really quick so I can get in this trivia, but we are going to get started. So chat, let us know. Are you ready? I am going to choose, who did we say needed help? OK Motors? No, Mile High Motor Club. All right, here we go.
What is Road America also known as?
Now, with our trivia, it's important to know the faster you answer, the more points you get. And answer correctly, the more points that you get. Anybody who has chosen the same team as you, the points will be all bundled up together. And the team, so the first place team will get an extra 100 points, second place will get an extra 75 points, and third place will get an extra 50 points. I am playing for Mile High Motor Club.
Don's just calling the race.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on all the
Track.
racing. Marissa will get all the points grouped for commentary. And I'm just going to keep an eye on this battle here of Andy Cody, Brian Sabelski, OK Motorsports just stuck behind Dominic Wilder.
That is going to be a pretty good battle.
Yeah, you know Dom's not going to get out of the way easily. Look at that. Crossing the track. Cody's going to go to the inside. Beautiful lunge. Makes it stick. Dom looks at the outside. Little bit of contact. But around the sweeper, Andy's going to keep that position. And now it's Sabelski's turn to try and get by and keep up with his teammate.
Now remember, the only reason they are at the back of the track is because they both have
Yes.
already had their pit stop.
They are on fresh rubber, hypothetically. And they are, once they pass Dom, that is going to be just open track before they get to Daniel Dominguez. It looks like Christian Martinez, another one of our front runners, our leader, in fact, is now going into the pits.
Thank you, Dusty, for enjoying my my trivia answer options. I appreciate it.
Did I not choose?
Looks like Dayton Harrison is catching up to Xavier Williams in third, but this is amidst a lot of green flag pit stops here. Brian Sabelski also looks like he just got past Dom there for seventh. Oh, look at that. A beautiful run by Dayton here is now on the back bumper of Xavier.
And definitely looking for a clean pass.
Absolutely. He's definitely looking to set himself up good here on that final turn so we can overtake on the straight. Be interesting to see if Xavier goes defensive here. Doesn't look like it, but again, a really good run from Dayton there. He's probably going to have to run to get by him, as it looks like. Team orders. Xavier Williams is going to the pits about a lap after Christian did.
Does anybody in our chat like to go karting? There's also a karting track just down the road from DRS.
If we could go to Andy Cody, looks like he is on the back bumper, if not side by side with Christian right now. And this is for position. Christian was in the lead, and now Andy Cody, with his pit stop cycle, is looking to the inside. Christian's going to give him the space, and that might be a pass for the lead once all of these pit stops go through. That is Cody getting past our race leader, Christian Martinez. We'll see what Christian does. Probably just has to warm up the tires so he can get that consistent pace back so he's not sliding around the track, and then he can go back to attacking Andy Cody there.
Definitely. Dusty, if you're local, come down. We'll take you karting.
Sorry, Mulbar.
Now, if you were listening during commentary, I gave you this answer. So everybody should get it right. If you weren't listening, it's also okay. But there are two other trivias that happen, so I will tend to throw some facts in there while we're talking about the race.
Those are some weird looking trees.
Why are you looking at the trees? There's a race happening.
Oh, they were just like That's all a tree is. From above, from a plant.
All right, who said 12? I'm just kidding. You don't have to call yourself out. But there are 14 turns in this track.
Sean is doing it right now.
Giving Mile High Motorcycle Club some good points.
Definitely.
Dusty, let's go karting. I know Marissa is right.
Is this? I was gonna say, is this Christian and Andy Cody?
Yes, it is. Christian just getting his tires warmed up. Currently battling for 4th on the track. There's also a battle going on with Zabelski in 7th, trying to get past Dom in 6th. If you remember, Andy Cody and Brian Zabelski were bumper to bumper here when they came out of the pits. So Zabelski's just had a hard time getting past Dom here. And I can assure you, Dom is aware that he's got a faster car behind him.
Definitely. He definitely is. Although they are on the same lap, so there is no blue flag, I believe,
No,
for
it
Dom
is
right
racing
now.
cleanly.
So.
It just depends because Brian Zabelski is one of the least aggressive drivers we know versus Dom, who is one of the most aggressive defensive drivers we
Right.
know. So he's definitely not going to let him by. I say as Dom loses a spot here to Brian
That's all right.
Zabelski.
That's all right.
Dusty, have a good night. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Ooh.
Yeah, please come back. We definitely understand you have responsibilities, though, and it's all good.
Looks like Dom did it himself.
Dom went a little bit wide, allowed Brian to capitalize. Yeah, Christian now just on the back bumper. Andy Cody. See if he makes a move here on the inside. Going into turn 5, he is. He's going to put his car there. Andy Cody sees it. Going to try to go for switchback. Locks up the brakes. Not able to complete the switchback there. Really nice pass from Christian. Very clean from both of these drivers.
Yes, definitely. Now, next for Christian to pass is going to be Dayton Harrison with Full Throttle, which we also know Dayton is not going to give that up easily. He's definitely going to fight for it. So,
yeah, looking at all of the lap times, we have a 151.0, 151.2, 151.0, 151.1, 51.1. All of these guys in the top 5, top 6 are running really, really close lap times to each other. So I'm excited to see where Shea comes out once he makes his first pit stop. He's currently 26 seconds above Bechtel, and Dayton, all of those guys have not pit. So the first 3 guys are still yet to pit. They're on a different strategy, as we see Dayton here going by a Moto House car there. Maybe Daniel Tominga there. And this really could be anyone's race. See Andy Cody losing a little bit of time here to Christian after Christian made that pass. Let's go ahead and take another look there. Christian on the back bumper, sees the gap on the inside going down to turn 5. This is a downhill turn too, so we're being really careful on the brakes here not to lock it up, and you'll see that is exactly what Andy Cody does there. On the outside, goes to turn in, and just doesn't have the turn in he needs. See that little bit of smoke from the lockup. It's going to allow Christian to get by cleanly and within track limits. Beautiful pass.
definitely. And we were talking about, saving your tires. Having a lockup like that also degrades your tires so quickly.
Yep. It's got to play it smooth. And
Forgetting to answer the question. Who locked in on the race?
Now you're a NASCAR guy. Do you know the answer to this one?
I think the answer to this one is NASCAR never left.
Ooh.
Now the Cup Series, the Pro Series, has not raced at Road America in a while, but their lower division series, the Xfinity and Truck Series, they do still race here. As far as I'm aware.
I should have been clearer.
Thank you.
Sorry to everyone who says they never left.
Damn it, that's what I chose.
Sorry.
Alright, they moved to Chicago.
They did move to Chicago. One part of NASCAR moved to Chicago. This one's got to be A.
Gotta be. I hope it's B and A.
Because you can rent the track. I found out you can rent the track for one day.
So much 20,000. That's my guess.
And you're paying, right?
Yeah, I think you can swing that.
Which means if you're out there and can sponsor us,
Until 7-Eleven comes.
give us a sponsor, then we can afford to rent Road America and all of our viewers can come with us.
You know what would be some fun trivia is maybe some NASCAR sponsors. What driver goes from the sponsor?
Oh my.
See how well all these people
Noted.
know NASCAR.
Noted. I'll put it up here.
I didn't see, what was the answer to that one?
20,000.
20,000.
Yep.
Commentary, third
Third
place.
place.
Second place, Sarah.
Sarah.
And first place, that's Sean.
Sean, good job.
What's up, Sean? Who are you playing for?
Yeah, drop us a chat.
Are we not going to see the
Alright, you can see Mile High Motor Club came in first, Moto House GP in second, and Molbar Motorsports in third. So Mile High Motor Club will get 100 extra points, Moto House 75 extra points, and Molbar 50 extra points. You know, I'm very surprised that we don't have Full Throttle fans in the chat.
That is interesting. Maybe it's for their benefit, so they didn't have to see the first lap, or maybe they are just were occupied, didn't have time to support their teams today. But that is weird to not have Full Throttle fans in the chat
I
scoring
didn't
points.
have Full Throttle points on trivia either, which usually they at least are in the running for something. So
Maybe they saw their points lead in the championship and they thought, we're fine. We don't need trivia points.
all right, chat, if you're out there and you are a supporter of Full Throttle, give us a shout out. We know you always show up, so it's kind of weird. We hope everybody's okay. If you're not here, it looks like
That is the Mile High Motor Club car. He
Jake.
just went in the pits, so that was a cold tire spin right there.
it definitely was. And thank you in the chat for trying to help Jake. I was trying to help Jake as well, and we did. We got him an extra 100 points. So thank you for your help and support.
Nice work, everyone. He needs it. He needs the help.
Now, because he went so far out of the track, he did get an incident point for that. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, definitely got it.
Loss of control.
2.
So
Just exceeding the track limits, typically 1.
A loss of control is 2, and then contact with another vehicle is 4. What was I doing there?
Reverse entry drifting.
So Mile High, Motor Club.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll hear from all of these drivers. We can ask them and they will all have the same answer. These cars are hard to drive.
Yes.
Comparatively to every other motorsport car, these hypercars are fast, they're slippery, and they're on edge all the time. So it's very commendable to see all of these drivers racing in these cars because these are some of the highest skilled cars to drive. So
Definitely.
unfortunate for Jacob Schiffer spinning out after the pit lane, but still has been having some really good laps here representing for his team.
Definitely. And as soon as we go live, I think we should take a quick check on our incident points. Who's had a drive-through penalty? Who's close to a drive-through penalty?
Shea holding a very solid gap to Benjamin, both running very consistent lap times, and both of them are still yet
They
to
have
hit
not hit.
as
Yeah.
well. That's why they're
their
so far out there.
strategy is very different, I think.
Yeah, you can just see all of the numbers. That's the position of the car on the track. And you can just see 1 is spaced out, 2, 3 is spaced out, 4, 5, and 6. 5th and 6th, that's Andy Cody and Zabelski. The 2 teammates are starting to get a little bit closer together. And then 7th, Dom still trying to catch up, and Dom hasn't pit as well. So Full Throttle still hasn't had any of their cars in the pit lane.
They must be on a different strategy.
This is the first time we've ever had this kind of display up here, but it's live pit time, and then how much time is actually spent. So, commentary feed that and figure out. This is the average lap, average what? Pit time is about a minute 120.
I would assume minute 20 is for tires and fuel. And our minute is
Maybe Brian only took 2 tires.
quite possible.
And that would also explain how he caught up to Christian so early in the race, is because his pit stop was around 20
Shorter.
seconds faster.
Yep.
Look how many left-hand turns there are, or right-hand turns there are compared to lefts in this track.
About half-ish.
I like this one, especially with the carousel. I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot more wear on the outside tires on the driver's side.
All right, Shea coming out of the pits here. He's going to be behind his competition of Christian, Andy, and Brian, currently sitting 3rd, 4th, 5th.
Ooh.
And yeah, that's
Full tires.
another cold tire spin right there.
Definitely. The other thing that other drivers have to be careful of is when a driver spins off like that, especially into the gravel, that debris then gets onto the track and makes the track a little bit harder to drive on too. It makes it slippery. Because these drivers are going at such fast pace, it could make them lock up. All of the different variables that that can happen. So.
Yeah, luckily we haven't seen a lot of that. Drivers getting caught up with debris. Like you can see all the gravel in the track right here. Christian Martinez driving through it. These guys are pretty solid with these cars at this point, so a little bit of gravel on the track is not going to impede them too much. As it looks like Full Throttle is finally going into the pit lane with Benjamin going in. I think Dayton's going to be following him the same lap. There he goes. Got the Full Throttle boys in the pits. On board with Christian Martinez. You can see him on the map there. His teammate letting him by. We're going to see how far of a gap he's got when these Full Throttle guys come out of the pits here. This is a long pit lane, so pit stops comparatively to track time on this track are very long. See Ruben also in the pits. This is his 2nd pit stop, but I believe, like you were saying, with incident points, he's already made a drive-through because he was part of that incident earlier in the race. And I think we should be seeing Dominic Wilder, who's currently in 6th, go into the pits here once he rounds these final 2 corners. So Christian's going to get by the full throttle guys to take the lead. Andy Cody's going to get by, and so is Brian Sabelski. So 1, 2, 3. Christian Martinez, Andy Cody, Brian Sabelski. We'll see if Shea has the speed to pass these guys as well. Currently sitting in 7th. See that number 7 dot. He's not going to have to go to the pits. I mean, it looks like he's around the same strategy as the full throttle cars. And it looks like he's definitely going to be able to pass these guys as well. So it looks like Benjamin is done with his stop. And it might be pretty close, these guys coming out.
It's going to be very close.
Shea has warmed up tires. Benjamin does not. He's going to be faster coming out of the pits, but Benjamin now has actually a pretty decent gap over Shea here.
I think Benjamin might have spun.
And there he goes. Yep. Cold tires, turn 1. Competition
tires.
behind you. Yeah, it is going to be
That's
very
a
scary.
lockup if I've ever seen one. That
See
back
if he
end
does
just
lock
getting,
up. Yeah, it's just cold tires. It's like
getting
skating
away
on
from
ice. Unfortunate for Benjamin. Running some really good lap times. After taking out Ruben early in the race.
Right. We need a check on incident points. Let's see where we're at. Who's had a drive-through?
Looks like Dayton is also going to get by Benjamin there. Oh, wow. Jacob Schiff with a couple of drive-throughs. He's done at least 2 now. See here. Dayton's currently at 8 points. Xavier's at 8 points. I don't know who's got that 9 and 8 there at the top. Thank you, Base Control. It's Taminga and Dominic. Both getting close. And yeah, Ruben has had to do 1 drive-through and he's going to get close to a 2nd one as well. But we got some drivers with really clean races. Andrew Cody, 1 incident point. Christian Martinez, 1 incident point.
Benjamin's going to have to go through, I believe, right now.
Benjamin,
Because of that
because of that incident where he took out Ruben there, he got those 10 incident points, and then spinning with cold tires, that's 2 incident points, losing control, that's 12 incident points, that's a driving penalty.
Yep.
Unfortunate.
That definitely is, and I'm surprised to see that Brian Sabelski has 3 incident points.
Yes, it's surprising because he should have 0.
0. Yes, usually he is at 0 incident points. So that is very surprising. I would assume it's just a couple off tracks. But yeah, I think cold tires is definitely the enemy of this track.
Especially, coming out of the pit lane, we've seen so many drivers just spin out. And this is pit stop 1 of probably 3. So hopefully they don't make that mistake.
Hopefully not. I don't know. I don't know what these strategies are. Oh man, I'm excited. Jake has really got to hone in on staying on track, avoiding incidents. He's already almost 30 incident points in. He cannot afford to disqualify today.
So, start on board the driver chat while we're right here. And when we come back, we'll do some race encouragement. So, here in chat, drop us some comments, and we'll jump on that.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds great.
Commentary is not responsible for any driver chats you may hear when we are not at the booth.
No, not responsible.
Disclaimer.
Put up a your discretion tonight.
Pierce, Dominic Wilder is in the full motion sim tonight. Right below us.
That more. You will get more. Alright. And we'll be back in what, 10?
10 minutes. Sounds good.
Be back in 10. All right, welcome back, everybody. Had a little bit of a commentary break, and you guys missed not a lot in the race currently. We've got Christian Martinez currently sitting in first, Shea Devereaux is in second, Sabelski third, Bechtel up to fourth, and Cody is in fifth. But I believe there are some pit strategy going on, especially with Cody, so we'll have to see where he finishes off. Now that the strategy is so jumbled up and different from all of these other drivers, it's now just down to who can do the most consistent laps and who can keep it straight.
Definitely. Now, pretty soon we are going to be hopping in to every team's chat to send them your messages. So, what would you like to say to the drivers? Let us know in chat what you'd like to say. We'll relay your message. And
yeah, Christian has quite the lead over all of these guys.
Which is, again, not surprising.
Putting down some really consistent lap times, 151.0s. It's the only one really getting close to those lap times recently is Shea with a 151.7.
You have Dayton with 151.3. Unless I'm reading that wrong.
No, you're right. Dayton's also getting some really good laps in. But the pace is also like slowing down a little bit. Like we saw a lot of 150s when the race was starting, and now they're around 151, 152. So
right.
Pace is slowing down just a tiny bit. Maybe that's fatigue. Maybe that's just the drivers being careful. Zane May going very wide.
Missed the YouTube chat.
Oh. YouTube chat. Oh, we've got a Taminga fan.
Seems like that first YouTube chat, after a little bit of time, it just doesn't come through.
So really what we need from chat is to keep the chat going so that we see your messages. Let me scroll through and see what I can find.
We're gonna do a shameless plug real quick. John's gonna help me out. He's coming for our mobile racing unit downstairs. So let's go, John.
All right.
Chris is gonna call the race here.
I am going to try to call the race by myself. Let's see. We are on board with Zane.
Well, we've got
May.
the same mics as well.
Yes.
Just so maybe.
I'll be quiet. I'll watch the race.
All right, I'll be right back. But all right, we're gonna go check out the Denver Racing Social mobile sim. Come along with me.
So exciting.
So here in the clubhouse, we have a trailer. It's the trailer with the beautiful lights here, and this is the Denver Racing Social mobile sim that goes to all kinds of events all around Colorado. So you can see we've got the full, it's not a full 360 motion sim, but it is a motion sim here located inside the trailer. You can tell with all of the fancy lighting and everything, and it's just a nice, compact racing sim. It's very nice. I would highly recommend it. Andrew, how much did you say it was to rent out this sim?
$175 an hour.
$175 an hour.
On site. This last weekend we were in Aspen and High Plains Raceway, all in the same weekend. It was a lot of driving. So yeah. But
Yeah.
it's currently vacant.
Yeah, so this mobile racing sim is available for reserve drivers or drivers in the Broadcast Challenge Series. If they want to come and score some extra points racing in a sim at Denver Racing Social, you can come and race in this mobile sim. And from my point of view, you've got like everything you would need. Motion sim, the wheels, the monitors, the seat. You've got everything in here, all in a mobile unit. Very cool.
Let's go check in with Tom.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and check out the 360 sim here. Now, Dom is currently not using the 360-degree motion sim. He's just racing the sim stationary. But as you can see behind the
Thank you, Zane.
sim here, we've got full 360-degree motion, curved monitors, and one locked-in race car driver.
definitely
Looks
looks
like he's
he is
pretty locked in, not
Yeah.
going to be looking at us.
We got him.
Ah.
Yeah.
But that is the sim setups here at Denver Racing Social. That's something that interests you. You can come over to the Centennial Clubhouse and experience it all for yourself. The vibes are high and it's great. Highly recommend. John approved.
Now, the next trivia that we have is going to be for you to win a happy hour here at this clubhouse. So you're getting the whole view of it today. You get a free hour, happy hour here at DRS Centennial. You could be on the motion sim. You could be up here with us. We won't be here unless we're invited, but yeah, that'll be our next trivia coming shortly. And I see your messages rolling in, so we will get your messages to the drivers. Any last minute messages that you would like to send, drop them in the chat and we will get them relayed for you. That's pretty cool, John, down there. That motion sim.
Yeah, I hope that the audio worked from down there, but I mean, like, these sims are just up close and in person. They just look so cool. It makes me want to be a driver, not a commentator, looking at all of the racing there. But
you're so good at commentary, I don't think I could do it by myself. So we need you, viewers, reserve drivers, anybody who wants to join. It's never too late. Let us know. Thanks for creating Denver Racing Social, Andrew.
Yeah, I'm hoping we didn't mess him up while he was in there, while he was driving.
yeah, looks like we got a lot of support here for some teams. You getting some messages ready
did.
for our drivers?
I am ready. We've got Taminga fans, we've got Xavier fans, Chris fans. We did finally see some full throttle dropping in, so that's good. We've got Dayton fan. Who else did I? More Xavier fans. I agree. I think Motorhouse GP fans are showing up tonight.
All right, let's go ahead and hop on board with Moto House. We got Christian and Xavier in there, and it looks like Daniel Taminga's deafened, so he won't hear us. He's pretty locked in, but we can ask the rest of the team how they're doing. Hey, Moto House, this is the production booth. You guys got us?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we got you. How is the race going for you guys so far today?
Good, pretty low drama. Just a relaxing session.
That's always good to hear. We do have some messages from chat for you. We have Mountain Magic says, tell Xavier he's amazing. Same with all of Moto House. The last crash he had was tough.
One of you guys just slid off there, huh?
You guys are gonna hear my I don't have a headset on, so you guys are gonna hear my spotter when he talks.
We will be aware. Madeline says Chris smoking everyone today.
Trying.
We've got come on Taminga and let's go Moto House. Xavier, I see you. So you've got a lot of fans in the chat tonight.
Good deal.
Have there been any incidents from any of you guys as to a racing incident you wish hadn't happened? I want to hear all about it.
I locked my brakes the first lap and I cut off Benjamin, so tell him I'm sorry for that.
I'll make a note of that.
It was not on purpose.
No worries. Benjamin's been in a couple of other kerfuffles this race.
Yes.
So
Anyone from our team?
I don't believe so.
Who should be if things keep up right now? Dude, come on.
I want you to play. How's the race been? Has there been action in this one or not really?
It's been pretty close in the mid-pack, basically. First through fourth have been driving away, and there's been some different pit strategy going on from a bunch of different teams. But other than a couple of on-track incidents, it's been pretty clean from up here. But honestly, Xavier, I want to hear how your race has gone so far.
You sure?
For the
I had
fans.
to drive through unnecessarily. Some off traction trying to keep up with the pace, but ultimately my race is dead as the result of a 55-second stop and hold in the pits because my brain is something.
That is not what we like to hear. Sorry about that.
Your fans are still cheering you on. We are still happy that you are racing, and we're excited to watch you and this little battle you're having right now.
And I've been dealing with somebody for like 5 laps now. I'm over it.
You guys want to hear something fun?
Yeah, let's hear it.
My wife rescheduled a pre-job interview for this race because we were supposed to race last week.
Oh yeah, so the scheduling conflict get in the way of any job positions here?
For my wife. So yeah, so there better be a damn drop week because I had to move it around for
It's
my.
the only thing that's been unanimous, bro.
Yeah.
Nope. The principals did not have a unanimous vote. There will not be a drop week this season.
Really? So was there a unanimous vote for
No.
for when we
And that wasn't
decided?
the stipulation set.
Was there a unanimous vote when we decided to move this race?
Nope. Or do the boot, or not boot with Watkins Glen? Nope.
So how come those decisions are unanimous? Team.
51.93.
Oops.
All right, clear.
That's a very good question. FIA heard your request.
Understood. I just want to be fair. And also, was it a unanimous vote that we were going to have a trivia be a significant amount of points?
Trivia is always a significant amount of points.
I mean, but when did we make that unanimous decision? I'm just wondering. So, if something's going to be unanimous, everything has to be unanimous, wouldn't you say? And EJ couldn't miss a race because, we got things to do. So, I think we should, as a team, reconsider whether something has to be unanimous or not.
Especially considering the only people denying that vote are the people that benefit the most of it.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
Or, sorry, that benefit by not having said drop week. It's the only
Very
team,
true,
4 to
very
5
true.
teams. At that point.
Yeah. So.
Mind you, it's not even another team. It's one dude with a bunch of reserve drivers. So, how is that even a full team? It shows up with new employees every week. So.
Ooh, I agree with that. So, race control, you guys should have that discussion and maybe see what the chat thinks. But when you have 4 out of 5 teams voting yes, except for one, but that one has to be anonymous and nothing else has to be anonymous, I'd say that's a little unfair.
Let's hear it from chat. What's chat say about this?
Yeah, let's see what the chat says. Because everyone's missed a little bit of a race. Even for EJ. EJ couldn't make it today.
Yeah, prime example. Sitting right in our face. Circumstances outside of his control, even.
51.732.
Well, we're gonna wait for these chat
We'll
to
talk.
come in.
I don't see anything yet.
Okay.
Let's see. All the chat's saying they can't wait for next season. to get started. That's definitely going to include a drop week.
Oh, okay. Next season, not this season.
Next season, 100%.
In the middle of driving this
100%.
track right now in this season. What are we talking about?
And unanimously voted that I ain't gonna be here next season.
What happened, bro?
You're during a drop week on this season. How about that? No, I'm just kidding.
Let's see here. I don't know. What do you guys want to do, chat? Not chat, commentary.
I, sitting in the commentary booth, would love for race control to handle this so I don't catch any kind of
Look,
flack because I'm not running this league. Hot potato.
Ultimately, it is not my decision.
Oh, it sounds like there's a. I don't know. I think it should be the decision of the person that moved this race should also have the decision ability to make.
He's spitting. He's spitting.
Oh yeah, I do agree with that. However, my inability to produce a race kind of trumps everything. So if I'm unavailable, then we can't do anything.
But I planned everything to race this.
And that affects everyone
equally.
equally.
But yeah, but this not dropping race only benefits one team or one person. And this did not benefit me because, I mean, I had to move a lot of things around. My wife should have had an interview today, pre-interview for a very lucrative job, but she couldn't because I had to do a race today. And I would have probably dropped the race, not shown up, if I knew there was at least one drop race because I knew I would still be in the game. But if I missed this race, then I'd be completely out of it. Life happens, Andrew.
Very true, very true.
Poor EJ would probably like a dropped race.
Yeah, we might review that. We might review that again.
I just know that my friends that want to join this league, and there's a lot of them, will all at some point miss a race because we all have, important jobs and you can't do all of them. If there's no drop race, then it doesn't make it any fun.
Well, when your friends join us next season, where we're definitely having a drop race, they won't have any issues.
Maybe. We'll see. Because that'll be a spicy chat next week when you got me and all my friends in the live and the whole team. Guarantee that'll be spicy.
Definitely felt like Michael Massey here in 21.
I can hear that. My father was talking. What?
There is no right choice.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to say to your chat before we hop into another team?
Mikey, that is so not right, Mikey. No.
Chat for a drop race because all of us miss a race sometimes, and that means that you shouldn't be penalized for having a life and missing a race. So if you're in the chat, 4 teams have voted yes except for 1. So talk about it.
Sounds like you're on Toto's team this season.
I'm on. What is it? Max Verstappen's dad's team right now. Things to pay his dad.
Well, kudos to you guys for definitely driving clean while having this little mid race interview here.
Yeah, absolutely. I've lost.
Kudos.
I was bored anyway. No action over here.
Oh, and you know what? Tell Dominic. Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, that's fine.
Dominic.
I gotta catch him though. That was to unlock myself. I gotta actually do my thing here. I doubt that'll happen though. He's looking pretty good tonight.
Yeah, Dominic's doing good. He's getting out of the way. I like it. Say thanks, Dominic.
Is he in the clubhouse soon?
He is. He's actually downstairs right now. He decided to run with the motion off. Typically with the motion on, with all this stuff running through the network, it really slows everything down, and the sim has a few hiccups on the movement.
I can tell his pace is much more confident tonight.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Man, I've been looking like a second lap just talking to you guys. Fuck. So sorry.
We'll get out of here. And we'll talk to you guys again once this race comes to a close. So thanks for talking with us.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck.
All right. Well, that was a great, extensive interview with our Moto House GP team. Some very opinionated drivers, some unfortunate races, but overall, it just sounds like they're having a good time.
Yep. And like we said before, we knew the controversy of not dropping a race was going to be something to discuss. Some people have, and you know, some things, like Christian said, are out of our control. And yeah, so there you have it. Chat, let's hear it again. We talked with Moto House, which was what a lot of the chat wanted to talk to. It looks like we do have another Full Throttle fan, and we did earlier have a fan of Jake's.
Okay.
In the chat. So.
I would be down to hop into the Mile High Motor Club chat. That Jake fan is still here.
Are you still here? I don't know if I can find who that Jake fan was. I don't know who it was, but I think we should still hop in and talk with him anyway.
Sounds good. Let's see how Jake's doing.
I'll run downstairs real quick, too.
Hey, Jake, this is the production booth. You guys got us?
Yeah.
I guess Guy, not guys. Do you have us?
Exactly.
How's your race going, man?
Honestly, it was going really well in the beginning. And then my meds wore out, and so now I'm totally locked out.
Oh, that is not what we like to hear. Yeah, has it been tough not having a teammate on the track?
I mean, not really. My teammates are pretty fast, so I'm usually at the back of them. But it is unfortunate that we will only be getting a third of the points we could have if we had other people.
Definitely understandable. I do have some good news. During one of the trivias where chatters could earn extra points for the team, Mile High Motor Club did win an extra 100 points.
That's what I like to hear.
All right, we just wanted to share some love that you've been getting in the chat. You've got some fans cheering you on for your race here. Yeah, and I also just wanted to ask you, has there been any incidents for your race today that have bothered you? Anything that stuck out? Any cars that you think are driving fairly? Like, is there anything you want to mention about how your race has gone so far today?
Yeah, there's one thing. In the very beginning, in the first couple laps, I was soaring through the fields, and then someone spun out. And I guess the hitbox of their car clipped mine, but I got points for it, and I didn't even hit the car, and I was very frustrated because it took me from 7 incident points to 11.
Yes, we did see that incident with one of the Molbar cars, and it looked like on the replay you just barely got by, but I guess iRacing netcode must have triggered a little bit of contact from you, so that is unfortunate.
Indeed.
But you did save a hard impact there. I don't know if you saw behind you, Dom Wilder hit that car pretty hard and got a lot of incident points from that. So I think you got away pretty cleanly.
Yeah, I wasn't looking as behind as I should. I was more focused on probably trying not to go into the back of the guy in front of me.
Well, it was really good reaction time. I know we replayed it a couple times because we were like, oh, he almost hit. But from our point of view, it did not look like you hit.
It didn't feel like I hit it either, but I guess pixel perfect crash, huh?
Must have been. All right. Well, we'll let you get back to your race. Is there anything you'd like to say to your fans in the chat?
Yeah, let's get some MHMCs in chat.
Yeah,
for how good we're doing.
Fans, show some love in the chat. All right, Jake. Well, thanks for talking with us. We'll let you get back to this battle you're in, and we'll talk to you again once this race is coming to a close. So,
definitely.
All right, good luck, man.
See ya.
All right. Well, there you go, Jake. It sounds like he's in good spirits.
He is. He does sound like he's in good spirits, even though he did have drive-through.
Yes.
Couple drive-throughs.
I was curious because if we go back to that clip of the slow-mo replay of that incident, it did look like there was just a smidge of contact between the Mile High Moto Club car and the Molbar car. And it just sucks to hear that he got incident points on that. He shouldn't have. He avoided that.
He avoided that really well, and just that tiny clip. At least he didn't get spun. He didn't crash into a wall or go completely off track. So, I mean, there are some good things that happen to it. It is unfortunate about the incident points, but seems like he's doing pretty all right, holding the fort down for Mile High Motor Club.
Yeah, I mean, he's up 2 spots from where he started. Granted, he started in 11th place, but he's still making up spots and he's still getting some good lap times in despite going off the track just a tiny bit. Sounds like he's still having a good time. So
He definitely is.
All right. Well, I see we've got Dayton fans in the chat. I think we should hop on with full
throttle. Yep.
And hear how that team has gone. We're going to have to ask her about the first lap.
We definitely are. There was a lot going on, and
we'll hear what they have to say.
And I want to know about their pit strategy. That whole team pit later, I think, than everybody else. They are sticking together as we kind of expected. Benjamin Bechtel and Dayton Harrison are, right with each other. And then you have Dom Wilder, who is placing middle of the pack, right about where he normally places. So, and then we have heard from the other teams that Dominic is driving better tonight, and could be a combination of many things. So
lots of things to talk about.
Yes, let's hop in with them. Chat, let us know what would you like us to tell our drivers, and we'll relay your messages.
Hey, Full Throttle, this is the production booth. You guys got us?
Yep.
All right. Well, we just wanted to hop on, share some love from you guys in the chat, and then just ask you guys a couple of questions about how your race has gone, because it's been quite the roller coaster for you guys, it looks like.
Yeah, it definitely started rough.
That is definitely something we wanted to talk about, the beginning of the race. What happened? How are you recovering? And your team's pit strategy seems to be a little different than everybody else's. So is there anything you would like to share about that?
Well, now it's too late for anyone to copy us, so yeah, we are just almost sped. We are doing a 2 pit stop strategy. So we've been fuel saving the entire race. And the beginning of the race was just, my own mess ups. So,
All right, and we see that we hopped in at the right time. You're both in the pit lane right now. Let's see. We do have Crystal in the chat. Keep pushing, Dayton. First place is yours. It's time. We have Flat Top saying, let's go, Harrison. We have, I don't know how to say these names, Capbad saying, yes. Okay, your mom says, go Dayton, be number 1.
And then we also wanted to share some love. We've been talking with some teams, some members from Moto House, some members from Molbar, and we got a lot of compliments saying, Dom, you've been driving a really good race, and people are happy with how you've been racing them. So shout out to you.
Thank you. It's been fun. I had a few back and forths with Xavier and Brian, and it's always fun to have some friendly back and forths with drivers.
We did have a message from Christian to Benjamin saying lap 1 he was sorry and was not intentional. I'm not sure what happened. I don't really remember. Lap 1.
I'm pretty sure he just cold tires locked up and then slammed into me. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. That's what I guess happened.
Well, during our chat with him, he said he was sorry, wasn't intentional, but I don't think any bad blood.
Nope, none. I figured it was a mistake.
Awesome.
Yeah, do you guys think you guys have the pace to maybe finish on the podium or win this thing? What's the goal for you guys right now?
I think we are going to look either like geniuses because of our alternative gas or pit strategies. But we'll see who else has to pit because, you know, we are just starting our stint. But the 3 people in front of me have, you know, they've been going for a bit. They can't get to the end, I don't think. Because we're barely going to make it to the end. So I think they all have to pit. So we'll see.
All right. We'll definitely keep an eye on
You
that
guys
strategy.
still have 40 minutes left to go, too. 40 minutes.
How are you feeling about incident points?
I had 1 drive-through, but since then I've basically been really keeping it clean, keeping my fuel down.
Yeah, I'm doing my first drive-through right now, so pretty good so far.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we've all gotten 1 now. Dominic was the last of us.
All
See,
right.
Dom, I'm trying to heat up some tires right now.
A little bit.
Yeah, that
Xavier
first
just
corner.
passed me, so I gotta.
Is that
first
legal to do
corner
in pit
with
lane?
full tires has been brutal for everybody.
I think as long as I'm in the driving window or like lane, I don't see a problem with it. There's nothing in the race director said anything about that, so I think it should be okay.
Nice.
Another strategy we were not aware of. I've not seen anybody else do that, so good job.
I don't know
We're
if
the
it did
Airbud
much,
team. If the rules don't say we can't do it.
But, yeah.
Oh, one other question we had for you is thoughts, feelings, any strong feelings or thoughts about not having a dropped race this season?
Nope, no feelings at all. It doesn't really hurt us if it did happen, but you know, we're perfectly fine with it.
So pretty indifferent either way.
Yeah, I mean, our team would be first regardless and kind of too far away to get caught.
All right.
So as a team, not a chance. Dude, nobody cares on this team.
All right. Well, that's good to
Nice
know.
work.
Well, it's been fun watching you guys. It was like the first couple of laps, it felt like all 3 of you guys were bumper to bumper to bumper and looked like a great photo opportunity. That car looks awesome.
We did have someone in chat say that it looked like you were shooting a commercial. So, do you have any messages for your fans in chat?
If James is still watching, thanks for showing up. I'm sure my mom and dad are watching, so thanks for watching. And thanks for everyone cheering us on.
All right, well, we'll let you get back to it, and good luck. We're excited to see the end of the race.
All right. Well, you heard from it. It doesn't sound like they were very discouraged about their lap 1 shenanigans at all. It sounds like
No.
they've definitely made it.
Yes, I think they were trying to recover from it as best they could, and it's interesting because at the beginning of the race when we talked to them, everybody, all the teams were so calm.
Yep.
And now that we've hopped into a couple, things have happened. Not so calm for everybody.
Feathers are ruffled.
Yes, but it's still been good, and I'm still enjoying this race. Chat, let us know. Are you still enjoying this race?
Yeah, we've got 2 more teams we've got to hop on board with. We've got OK Motorsports and Molbar Racing we're still yet to talk to. So I say we go ahead and hop on board with OK Motorsports and talk about their pit strategy, how they're feeling about their race. And they both have really low incident points. So just want to hear about how their race has gone for them so far. So let's go ahead and talk to Brian Zabelski and Andrew Cody
yes.
for OK Motorsports. OK Motorsports, this is the production booth. You guys got us?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, we just wanted to hop in this chat and first of all, compliment you about the race you guys have been running. Looks like you guys have been having some really good battles, some really good pace, and overall just having a really good race. So I want to hear from both of you guys, both Brian and Andrew. How are your races going individually?
Pretty good.
Yeah, feeling pretty good as well.
Andy, it looks like you're currently sitting in P2. How you feeling?
Not too bad. Happy to have a better race than last time out, so it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, he's been running really well tonight, so super proud of him for where he started and how he's been running. He's been up there pretty much all night.
Yeah, definitely a contender for the podium spots. It's been awesome to watch since, Andy, you are new to this league, being up at the top with all of the other guys who have been racing in this league now for months and months. It must feel pretty good to be competitive at that level.
Yeah, no, it's a good experience. And I just gave up my little position there for some fuel and tires, so.
Oh yeah, that was going to be my follow-up
We're back
question
on it.
because you guys were the first team that we saw go into the pit. So is there a unique pit strategy that you're trying to offset comparatively to your competitors, or what was your plan there?
There was going to be you were either going to have to save big to get to the end, or you were going to have to make a quick stop at some point. So I think we just decided to make our quick stop early. I know Ben and Dayton were saving pretty hard there to get to that. They may be right on the edge of being able to make it, so it'll be interesting to see.
All right, so are you on a 3 pit stop strategy then?
Yep, 1 short stop with no tires, and then 2 fulls.
Okay. All right, and now one question that has been a hot topic in our chats tonight. Feelings on the vote for not having a drop race this season.
Well, I think we just kind of felt like it was going to be advantageous to one of the teams in particular and disadvantageous to everybody else. So it was kind of late in the season for the drop as well. You know, if it had been the case all along, I think, yeah, you know, it is what it is. But I've been racing for years. I've lost multiple championships due to drop weeks and all that. So it's a thing. You deal with it as it comes up. But I personally did not want to put us behind the 8 ball for no reason.
Understandable. Yeah, Brian, you've been having a really good season, currently leading the driver points, and now OK Motorsports looking to score some more team points now that you've got some more teammates racing with you. So, yeah, understandable from a commentary perspective, but that is unfortunately not the common opinion held by most of the other teams. So do you think that'll affect any conversations you have with them in the future?
I hope not. I mean, I hope we're all going to be able to get along here. Yeah, I know.
Hey, don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm the one taking all the heat here, so it's race control.
It's all good, but yeah, you know, just doing my thing as best I can.
All right. Well,
Fair enough.
Do you have any messages you'd like to share with any of your supporters in chat?
Well, thanks for being here. Glad to have you here. I know it might not be, you know, a situation where it's like we're the most popular team. I know there's some more teams that are way more popular, and I appreciate everyone being here, regardless of who you're cheering for. You know, thank you for being here.
Definitely, and we agree. All right, we will let you get back to your race.
Oh no, sorry about that.
We'll stop distracting you. Have a good rest of your race, and we'll chat at the end.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck.
I mean, how can you be enemies with that team?
I don't know. I mean, that's classic Brian, right? Like,
cool, calm, collected, knows exactly what he wants. He's done. Sounds like he's been doing this for a while, and yeah, I mean, I respect him wholeheartedly as a driver. I mean, he's been having a really good race as well. Currently sitting 3rd. His teammates currently sitting 4th. Some of the most consistent, high-performing drivers in this league. It's just unfortunate they don't have the team members to capitalize on these performances in the team stand.
Right. And you know, I don't have words to say. Like, he doesn't. I don't know what gets under his skin because he's always so calm, collected, very calculated. very like you just got to let it roll off. It is what it is. You know, when you don't control, you have no control over the decision. I mean, they made their choice. It was not a unanimous vote, and that is what it is, and he's accepting that, and I think that's okay. So, chat, let us know your thoughts on
OK Motorsports.
OK Motorsports.
Obviously, doesn't want to put himself behind that eight ball.
Definitely, and I think that's a respectable choice. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So.
Every team voted on this change. That's kind of where my head is at. That decision to make it be unanimous. Or decision before we can implement that change. So
there you had it. You heard it from Race Control that's where it stands.
Yeah.
We're going to be okay with it.
Yeah, you'll hear more about that rule from Race Control, I'm sure, in the coming races, in the coming series. And I mean, this is the first series, to be completely fair to all of this stuff. So any bugs, any bumps that are run over this series can be corrected for the next ones, and they'll just keep getting better and better and better. So it's about the progress, and I would say the production for this series as well cannot go unnoticed. You know, all of the graphics, all of the cars, all of the teams, how everything is put together. The league definitely has a bunch of things that these drivers enjoy for racing. And I mean, it's producing some fantastic racing and battles from all of these drivers as well. So very happy to be a part of this. And I guess we still have one more team to chat up with.
We do. And you know, if we take our production from the very first production we had to today, we have made huge strides. Thanks to Andrew, thanks to, you know, everyone, all the drivers, to John for being here, coming out of town, putting in the time, putting in the work. And we do understand we all have lives. We all have other things that we do. And, you know, just getting together every other week or once a month or whatever we do, it is just to enjoy the art of racing.
Absolutely.
So, thank you, chat, again for being here. We're going to hop in with our last team.
All right. This is Mulbar Motorsports. So that is Zane May, Shea Devereaux, and Ruben Gutierrez. Let's see what they have to say about their race so far. Hey, Mulbar, this is the production booth. You guys got us?
Yes, sir.
Hey.
All right. Well, we just wanted to hop into the chat, share some love that you guys are getting from the stream, and just hear individually how each of your races are going. So, Shea, I want to start with you, currently sitting at second. How's your race going?
It's going pretty good. I got taken out by my own cold tires earlier, so that kind of screwed me a little bit, but just trying to stay clean, and I think Brian got me on strategy, so we'll see how it is at the end, but it's going to be close.
Yeah, you've had some really good pace all race. I mean, qualifying on pole, that must have felt good.
Yeah, I was surprised. Everybody was killing it in practice, though.
Hey, for everyone watching, can you kind of elaborate a little bit more on that strategy and how Brian might be out strategizing you?
I think hit early, and I'm assuming Brian is going to the end now, just from his last pit. So I don't want to give too much away, but I got to put a splash in this thing, so I'm gonna have to stop. So I think with this 25-second gap, he's gonna close me.
You guys are the last team that we are chatting with, so, and we do kind of know the other strategies. Is Brian going back in?
No, they are not going back in. Brian's team is going to the end now.
Yeah.
I don't think that's illegal to say at this point.
Nah, it's gonna be interesting. I think I could tell just by when he pit on the last one, I was my hair raised.
All right, well, it's been awesome seeing you compete here at the top of the grid, but I also want to hear from your teammates, Ruben and Zane, how your race is going.
For me, it's going a lot better than last time. You know, trying to fix, try and keep the incident point down, but I'm having fun. I'm out here running, and you know, enjoying my time.
Yeah, Ruben, we saw you were involved in a pretty nasty accident at the beginning of the race. How did that affect how'd that affect your race?
It broke my heart, let me tell you. No, you know, it's I mean, it happens. It's a racing incident. But I mean, you know, aside from that, I just have to keep my head down and rebuild back from what we lost, and you know, just keep moving forward.
I like that mentality. Yeah, you showed you had some really consistent pace there to run up with those guys. So I'm sure you'll be running up in these next couple races with those guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It is also a very mundane race for myself. Started last, currently running last. Was hoping for more of a action-packed start, but did not get as much. But I think I'll have the least amount of pits out of everyone.
Are you going for a 2-pit stop?
Yep. Should take me all the way to the end off this last pit that I just had.
Nice.
Nice save there.
We do have our hot topic question tonight that we are talking to all the teams about. Thoughts, feelings, opinions about not having a drop race this season.
Fine with it.
Yeah, I agree with Sane in that.
Sorry about that, Daniel.
I'm okay with it.
And we got through it.
I do want to say, despite what other team principals thought, we were not pushing for it. I just felt like we needed to respond because Andrew was looking for an answer.
Yeah.
Just needed a yes or a no, yes or a no.
Yeah, that is very valid.
So, just putting that out there. Could have cared less either way, but was not
Yes for
pushing
me.
it.
I'm good with it. I tore my Achilles in Mist Laguna, so it would help me out a little bit.
How is that Achilles healing for you?
Oh, we're good. We're walking. We're doing a little biking, so we're moving around, moving and grooving.
I'm pretty sure you were racing the week after.
Yeah, I raced before I got surgery when it was torn, and then I raced after surgery, and the after surgery one was a lot worse than the first one.
Is it your throttle foot or your brake foot?
Yeah, it's my throttle. It's my right foot.
Ooh.
But it's all good.
That's good to hear.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, do you have anything you'd like to say to your fans in chat?
Thanks for all the support, guys. We're gonna keep bringing back. We're gonna keep coming back, and yeah, thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, thank you. And Chris, if you're watching downstairs, bring me a beer up here.
Hey, no drinking and driving.
We do not condone drinking and driving. That is correct.
Very correct. Very, very correct.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, thank you guys.
All right, yeah, we'll let you get back to it. Hope you guys can round it off well, and we'll
Good
talk to
luck.
you guys again once this race comes to a close.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, well, now we've heard from all of our teams in this race, and sounds like it's been a good one.
It does. It does. It does. It seems like it's been, you know, some racers are just raising their race. Some have a little bit more competitive. That middle of the pack is a little bit more competitive. But I mean, we've talked to everybody about the potential of the rule change. Most everyone seems to be mostly okay with it.
No, it seems like you've got those guys that are very much advocating for it. You've got a couple guys there. You've got a couple guys that are advocating not for it. And then you've got the majority of people who are indifferent, basically.
Yes.
And I think all of the people who are indifferent are the people who have been racing every single race. The people who are for it have not been able to race every single race. So I'm sure that is a dynamic that will not be as much of a topic of conversation for these future series once we can establish that rule going forward. But for now, I mean, I understand all sides of this. Spectrum
Yes.
standing here in the commentary booth. But
Yeah. But
Yeah.
like, I have no skin in the game.
Yeah, I
but
don't
I
either.
understand both sides.
Yeah.
I definitely understand. And chat, we know you also understand. So we asked for your feedback. We got a couple that agreed with Christian and Moto House, the team Moto House, that agreed and are really advocating for it. But you know, like John said, this is our very first season. We're working out all the kinks, so we also need to give ourselves a little grace, give Andrew a little grace. He has put on this huge production, and it's not easy. We're here early before your production starts. We know all the behind the scenes. So, yeah, big shout out to Andrew for putting in all this work.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, and with that, we've got 25 minutes left in this race, and things are coming to a calm close.
They are.
It'll be definitely interesting to watch here, maybe like 5 minutes left in this race to see fuel strategy, see if anyone runs out of fuel. Like, I would be super surprised, not super surprised, but it'd be very impressive for a two-stop strategy to effectively work with the amount of gas they need to save throughout these laps. So
Right.
excited to see where Full Throttle Racing ends up, currently sitting 4th, 6th, and 7th. And of course, we got our 3 different teams up the top, Christian, Shay, and Brian Sabelski, running 1, 2, 3, very far away from each other. So we'll have to see if that changes as this race continues on.
But you know, it's going to change. We talked to Shay. He's going to have to pit one more time to get a more dash of fuel. So
Yep.
that lineup is definitely going to change. With the limited of time we have left in our race, I think we have to do one more trivia before we do the final trivia. So we're going to get that up on the screen for you, and this is for you to win a free happy hour here at DRS Centennial for you and 3 friends. If you don't have friends, we'll be your friends. We'll come. We love it here. So let me get this into the chat. Chat, let us know that you're still with us. And I will not play this trivia. But I might help you with some answers.
Thank you.
Get a free session.
All right. That should be in both YouTube chat and Twitch.
Christian's wife is
You
voting
can
for
just
dropping a
go
race.
to crowd.live. The code is XJVYY.
Your wife is
And
dropping or voting to drop a
we
race.
will get that
I'm reading
started
the,
here
chat right
soon.
Nice. Yeah, I brought that up in the chat.
Yeah, I'm not on Instagram anymore, so I didn't even know this was happening.
Now, I don't know if you noticed, Sean, but the last time the incident points were up on the screen, did you see how many Jake had?
It was a lot.
It was
from
in
what I
the
remember.
50s is what I can remember. So hopefully he's bringing that driving, you know, honing that in and keeping it as clean as he can so that he doesn't get disqualified tonight.
Yeah, that would not be good for his race. I mean, he's up 2 spots from the start. Currently sitting in 9th, so not a lot of points to be paid there, but still, it'd be a lot more points than it would be if he got disqualified and got nothing from this race. So definitely going to try and keep it clean for the rest of the race, but I'm sure that once these drivers start getting close to that 60 incident point limit, they're really going to start bringing their pace down so they don't make as many mistakes, they don't go off track as much, and manage to get these points. So
Definitely. It looks like Andy Cody is going into the pit, assuming it's his final pit for that splash of fuel that he said that they needed, which then in turn gives Dayton the position.
And we've got a lot of chat saying drop a race. So I think we know where chat's
We know
opinions
where
lie
chat
here.
stands. Yep.
That looked like a drive-through for Cody.
Oh.
Yeah, I was about to say, I didn't think it was Cody who was on the strategy.
Oh no, he is on a 2-pit strategy.
Yeah, I think it was Shay who was worried he needed to
That
have a
is
splash
right.
of fuel from second and go from there. So Cody, I bet that was just the incident drive-through penalty there. He's definitely fallen back from his teammate Brian Sabelski in third, but In 6th, that's not a bad run at all for Cody either. All of these cars are pretty spaced out, so he doesn't really have to worry about the cars in front of him or behind him. He can just finish off his race.
I don't know, this part of the race, everyone seems pretty spread out and is just kind of driving their own race. Which is always good to see.
Yeah.
All right, chat, what do you think? Should we hop into our next trivia? Oh, now that's putting some skin in the game.
I don't know if the drivers would love that rule, but...
Ultimately, that's a race control decision, and I will just keep on supporting by making
Yeah, looks like I'm going to be joining trivia.
No, I don't. Yeah, you should be good to go.
But
Damn.
happy hour, dear Pat.
Yeah, the short final stop, so we gave him much more time.
Or by yourself.
All right, are we ready?
All right.
I am starting this trivia. No, this is all about our drivers. So, if you've been with us at all throughout any of this chat, you'll hopefully know these answers if we've given you the information well enough. You can also see that Andrew is now on board with this driver. So
I hope no one gets this wrong. Oh.
Not everybody has gotten it right.
Oh, man.
We have 2 answers who have gotten it incorrect.
Come on, guys.
Andrew
But
really
Andrew's
wants to
trying to
give
help
away
you
this
out.
happy hour session.
He really does.
Job for the two of you.
All right, Sarah. It must be a quick answer. Good job. Nick Amato is not driving with us tonight.
That could help you, though. Thinking about which teams don't have drivers.
So the 2 teams that don't have drivers are OK Motorsports and Mile High Motor Club. And if you haven't answered yet, it is the team that's on your screen.
I like these trivia questions. I do not like my phone.
So this is going to be the theme for this trivia, is going to be kind of back and forth with who is this driver? What team are they driving for?
And if you still haven't joined the trivia, there's still a lot of time to join and get points on all these guys.
Definitely.
Still a chance to do.
Say Elijah Cruz. I feel like I'm undermining all Marissa's work.
It's okay. It is okay. I really want people to win the free session, the free happy hours here at the clubhouse, because it's so much fun. So if I'm giving you the answers, it's because I want you to win. But it does matter how fast you answer as well. I can't see on the Twitch who's posting. Yeah, we can't see the chat.
I don't know how to check. Oh, look, everyone got it right.
Good job. Oh, he's not switching to the driver. Do we have any Dayton Harrison fans?
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's like 3 minute all the drivers hit. And I highlighted. Like this trivia.
Yeah, if you're just now joining the Twitch chat, there's still time to join
There
this
is.
trivia. Get yourself a free session at DRS.
Yeah, there definitely is. Crowd.live. The code is XJVYY.
Oh, somebody took a day. I clicked OK Motorsports real fast on that one.
All right, the next one is a driver we have been talking about. He's currently in second place. Going in for his last pit for that dash of fuel. I got it right this time.
Yeah, we'll see where he comes out on the pit lane here. I hope that he's able to hold on to a podium position because he really has been running a fantastic race.
He definitely has.
Strategy might be against him here, but if it's only a splash of fuel and it goes right back out on the track, he shouldn't lose that much time. Zabelski does get by him. Now it's Benjamin Bechtel who's currently entering the final straightaway. Let's see how long the small bar car is in the pits for.
I could actually see the pit crew. That'd be super cool.
See the pit crew working on the cars.
That'd be amazing.
All right, your next driver or your next trivia is our one principal who is not driving with us today. Gives you a quick minute to think about it. We've been talking about this team who only has one driver. Oh, he is
Jacob
so
is 1 point
close.
away from a disqualification.
So close. Hopefully he just keeps it clean.
Last lap was second top pace, so I assume that's this race. He's only got 10 minutes left. We can do this.
Anybody in chat want to give a shout out to Jake for holding the weight of his team on his shoulders? He's definitely putting in the work tonight.
These cars are extremely hard.
Yeah, props to all these drivers for driving these things for 2.5 hours straight on the sim rigs. It's definitely not the most enjoyable car, I think, from just people who do a lot of endurance racing on iRacing.
Right.
But these drivers have definitely gotten a lot of practice in because we've had a lot of races here with these cars in this league. And yeah, just props to all of them. These cars are really hard to drive, like Andrew was saying.
and we know this driver is most outspoken about having a drop race, which he's got a lot of fans in the chat. Didn't think I need to call out this one. Good job.
Honestly, that's the main reason I decided to create broadcast shops. Really, for the race drivers on a pedestal, kind of get them noticed, their families to be able to watch, see what they enjoy doing, and how difficult it actually is. Commentary does a really great job. Going through and really following these races and how difficult it really is. I'm sorry, I cannot hear myself here while I'm talking. So, yeah, no, that's why we do. That's why this series has been created. The drivers can notice.
Thank you.
Drivers. When I say me, 99.99999% of us won't have that opportunity in life. So this is the closest we are going to get. So giving these drivers screen time, giving them something to strive for. Because online racing is fun, but whenever there's money on the line, it makes it a little more exciting and definitely creates a really fun drama. Worth watching. So thanks to all the viewers, everyone for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys too. Without you guys, keep an audience feeling. Every week, growing, or every month really, growing this. Next thing that my promise will be really helpful that way. On month after month, the races hopefully a couple of weeks, but we are going to be short durations. So maybe an hour, maybe 30 minutes, who knows. But we're going to make it a little more entertaining. Not so long, but definitely more hours. With that, I'll hand it back to you. Thank you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy to be here. I mean, this race is coming to an end really quickly. We've got just a little over like 7 minutes left for these drivers to close the gaps. There aren't a lot of close battles on the track. Looks like Taminga is catching up to Gutierrez for 10th place. Otherwise, we've got Dayton Harrison slowly catching Shea for 4th place. It'll be interesting to see if he gets there because we know Dayton's saving fuel at this stage of the race. So we'll see if he's going to be pushing hard or not. And then we're also keeping an eye on Jacob Schiff to see if he makes a mistake and gets disqualified from 9th. So there are still things yet to happen in this race, but Christian Martinez is currently sitting 59 seconds out. It's about to make that a minute. Yep, 1 minute ahead of 2nd place Brian Sabelski, who's been having a pretty good race himself. And then Benjamin Bechtel started, or second, spun, went all the way down to 11th, and has managed to make his way back up with just solid pace up to 3rd.
That is a great race. Now, Sabelski, I mean, are we surprised? He is running a great race, also up 2 positions from the start of the race. I
guess now would be a good time to go back to our picks that we picked at the beginning of this stream, who our top 4 was going to be. I picked Christian, Brian, Shea, and Xavier. So I've got 3 out of my 4 in the top 4.
I think I picked Christian, Sabelski, Bechtel, and Harrison. So I also have 3 out of my 4.
Not bad.
But the race is not over yet.
Not bad. I mean, we have been watching these guys race longer than most people probably from the commentary booths. So we get to know these drivers a lot more than I guess the average viewer does, just because we talk about them all the time.
Definitely.
So we got to create the storylines, got to create all of the not create, but just talk about the feuds, talk about the drama, talk about the rivalry, because this racing series is really starting to take form, I guess you could say, with all of the drivers working hard to better themselves and be at the top of the grid. And looks like Christian is going to be pretty hard to beat.
I agree, unless he has to pit. Which I don't remember asking him his pit strategy.
Surprising if Christian still needed to pit at this stage in the race.
I don't assume he would need to, but we have seen a race with him that it went to the very last lap where we're not going to bring that back up again, but things happen all the way through the end of this race.
Absolutely.
So you never know, and we're going to keep on.
Ooh, little bit of contact there. That was Taminga from Moto House getting into the side of a Molbar car. Let's see what happens here.
Looks like he just cut him off.
Taminga's on the line. He's got his car on the inside line. Looks like the Molbar car just cut down. Didn't think he was there, and manages to save it. Luckily, that isn't Jacob Schiff. He would have been disqualified.
He would have been disqualified. That is correct.
That is the number 10, 4 car, currently sitting in 10th place for Molbar. So I think that might be Zane. No, that's Ruben. That is Ruben.
That is Ruben.
Man, Ruben's just been getting pushed around this race.
Yes.
Unfortunate. It's okay. It sounds like he's determined to have some really good races in the future. So
he is, and that's kind of what it's all about.
Absolutely.
You keep showing up, you keep putting in the work, and you get better. I mean, you see Shea has worked his way up and gotten more consistent and better on track. Same with Dayton Harrison. More consistent, better pace, changing the way he drives. We've heard from other racers that Dominic is even doing better tonight. So it's showing up, it's putting in the work, and that's what helps you be a better driver.
Definitely.
If you're still in trivia, this is Dylan. He's not driving tonight. He was a reserve driver at one point during our series. There are only 2 questions left. Oh no, I was kidding. There are more than that. What question are we on? 13? There are 5 more questions left.
Trivia is going to go through the end of the race?
It's going to go through the end of the race. We didn't start it early enough. Let me try.
I believe we should be on our final lap now. We're in 10 seconds. Whatever lap starts now.
Yeah, if we can hop on board with Christian, we'll hop on board to that team, just hear some team comms as they cross the finish line, and then once that happens, we'll get all the other drivers into one chat, talk about how the race went, and then do one final trivia with all the drivers as well.
Who does Elijah?
I'm gonna go on the inside Zane.
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to shorten these question times. Moto Haas. I think we're gonna finish right about where we're at.
Another very dominant performance from Christian. I'm sure we'll hear him talk about how he got bored racing so fast away from everybody, because I think we brought that up a couple races ago. Which
He's the DRS rep. Still pushing. Look at the end. He has a minute gap. He's pushing that target. You guys remember that one race where Christian lapped the entire field? Where was that at?
I don't remember what track that was.
I want to say it was Long Beach. He lapped everybody, but it might have been the race after that. Can't remember because all the drivers were driving really carefully for Long Beach, and I remember Christian driving away from the field, so he might have done that
Maybe.
a couple of races ago.
Yeah.
Quite the feat. There you go. Race has concluded. Christian finishing up his race here. One final right-hand turn. He's going to secure, I don't even know what victory this is for him. Third victory? Fourth victory? We got to get some stats here for this next race. But let's go hop on board.
Good race, guys. Good race.
All right, Christian with the dub. How you feeling?
Ugh. Tired, legs cramped up and everything, but good.
Always tired. Dude, you've just been sitting there for the last couple hours doing nothing.
You're right. I gotta go to the gym now, huh?
Yeah, you gotta go work on your calves.
You mean my monstrous calves? Have you noticed them, Andrew?
I don't think I've ever seen you in shorts, so no.
I'll show you them right now.
No, you can stay over there.
Is there pizza over there?
Nope.
No pizza.
There is no pizza.
I mean, you guys lying to me?
Nope.
Am I going?
And the
there?
door is locked. Alexa, lock the front door.
I almost ran out of fuel in the last lap.
How close were you?
2/10 of a tank or 2/10 of a gallon.
Wow.
John,
you
can
were
you drag
very
everyone
close.
into the team? Marissa, we got our winners from.
We do the last trivia winners. Felix in third place. Second place, Crystal. And first place that wins a free happy hour here at DRS Centennial is Sarah. Congratulations. You can reach out to DRS on social media. You can book your own session and just leave a comment. Let us know that you won, and you will get a free happy hour here at DRS Centennial. Good job.
Did you almost run out of fuel? I knew you guys. I saw what you guys were doing. I realized you were trying to save to the end, and I'm like, I gotta cut it real close.
We did it on 2 stops. I made it with 0.1.
Yeah. I was
You
gonna
did
say,
a 2-stopper? Wow.
yeah. I realized
Let's get
what was.
that-
I realized
that
what was going
trivia
on.
going.
Yeah.
Wait,
That
who did it?
was-
All of full throttle.
Yeah. I realized it was
that's why
gonna
we
be
were
real
we were
close.
last, and then 3rd, 5th, 7th. So
Brian, did you 3-stop?
You guys actually made
Yeah.
the upper work though.
Nice.
Yeah. They did a really good job of it. Getting those fuel calcs right. Yeah. Good job.
This is gonna be a fun trivia for everyone.
Damn, that's impressive, dude.
As requested, I don't remember by who, but somebody asked for IMSA trivia. So I did my best.
I brought it up at some point, but I don't think I specifically asked for it. So
Somebody asked for it
else did.
last
I
race.
think it was Dane.
I did. I made sure right after the race.
Nice.
Well, I did my best.
That means we should
Well,
win now, Zane.
we appreciate you for putting it together. regardless.
So
Yeah, thank you.
definitely. Do you
While
guys,
you guys are
need
working
the
on
code?
this?
What's the
I've-
website called?
Crowd.live.
Should be the last. There's a couple of links.
I put them in
There's-
Discord,
Yeah. Yep.
but I can also just tell you it's crowd.live and the code is I think that's a 0.
Oh.
07 RLI. That's a letter O, not 0. Sorry.
Yeah, it's bulky, so it's there.
Oh, 07 RLI.
Should just
All
get
right, I'm
called
gonna get our
IMSA.
points together. Great driving, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Do you guys like this track?
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Track's great.
Racing.
At first, it was very, very tricky. It took me a while
I-
to get used to it.
I hated
Where-
learning it, but now I.
Where is Road America?
Wisconsin, right?
Wisconsin.
Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin.
Who said America?
God country.
Oh, I thought it was in Canada.
Minus 5 points.
Well, did you say which state, or did you just say where is Road America?
I think I said where.
Yeah, so
Where?
then you're wrong, Andrew. Should have said which state.
Seems to be a trend here.
Yeah,
So
it's Earth.
America is right.
All right, is everybody ready for trivia?
Yes. In like the most broad sense, yes. It is correct.
Did anyone take a strategy where you just replaced left tires?
No.
God, no.
That would have on a road course.
That's
No.
Yeah,
In these cars, no. Maybe you can pull it off.
That sounds like death.
I just felt like there was a lot of wear on the outside tires on the driver's side.
There is, but that's like a MX-5 strategy when you have a lot of wear on the outside. Just you take.
I see.
But most of the races. now-
NASCAR takes 2 all the time.
Yeah,
But they only turn left.
that's a strategy call. You take 2. You're taking 2 to save time in the pits under green is what you're doing. Otherwise, it's like, yeah, those people usually end up being sitting ducks. In some tracks, it doesn't even work. So it just makes your car really loose.
All right, we're starting trivia.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, mine's loading. I don't get to answer. It is not sim racing. Who said sim racing? It's not that. That's what we're doing.
Hey, Mike, it kicked me out.
Does anybody know what IMSA stands for?
International Motorsports Association.
Woo!
Isn't motorsports one word though?
I hope it's next question.
Motorsports is one word, and it's not the next question.
Yes.
It was originally a question, but I took it off.
My guess is 88.
Google
That's my guess, and I have no
faster.
idea.
I just picked 88 because I was born.
Jay,
in
it's the year the E9 CSL was in IMSA. I just fucked it up.
Oh, I gotta put the explicit content now. Viewer discretion.
I know this because I remembered when the 50th one.
1969.
Yep.
Hell yeah. 69.
Can Brian have a drop week on trivia?
No, Christian.
For trivia,
Brian knows
yeah.
everything.
I don't know everything.
Say that now.
Ooh, which
Does this
championship?
Does this count? Yeah.
It's
I don't
12.
understand this question.
It's 12.
Is that as in races that decide the championship? Like,
Wow.
I'm not understanding this question.
No,
Is this just Michelin Endurance Cup, or is it every
that's
championship?
like over.
Can someone
was
educate me
wondering
after
too.
this question? Please.
One away.
I disclaimer this with I tried. I don't
Anyone?
know anything about IMSA.
Nobody?
Oh.
Yeah. Good talk.
Not any of these.
I'm gonna vote for the one that's close.
Yeah.
Because I know the actual answer, but I picked the one that was closest.
It's the event name at least.
I tried really hard. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
No, it's good. It's making it difficult.
This one I get. Like,
It's making it interesting.
yeah, it's Petit Le Mans over Atlanta. See, I saw that and I'm like, I see where that was.
What is this?
What does that even mean?
This is Andrew's question.
What tires are on IMSA cars? Where does it come from? What's the tariff on that country?
Oh yeah, so easy. Yeah, no, I'm glad you said it like that. I did not think about it.
Yeah,
like
that helps.
What the?
You can blame
What's a
Andrew.
Not zero.
He asked for this question specifically. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's 25%.
Let's just say it's not going to affect any of them at their bottom line. What was the answer?
15%. It's French.
15%. They are from France.
Right, Michelin.
Yep, Michelin.
Pirelli.
But tomorrow they're 45.
So I guess I should watch him. So this is
Porsche
ridiculous.
Penske Motorsport.
I
The
picked them
Daytona
because I know them.
24 was an amazing race.
Yeah,
And that's the only IMSA race I've seen this season.
I've watched most of them.
Are they all exciting?
Did you watch the last one?
Yeah, they're pretty good. Yeah, I watched Road America.
There's a YouTube channel that does highlights of like a lot of the battles, and oh my god, it's so,
Or
it's
a
so
little
good.
one BMW team.
Yeah, he's
Channel is this?
yeah, Group
Group
Slick, Group
yeah.
Slick, dude,
He's
he's the
pretty
best.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's good.
He's posting the battles for each of the races.
He's summarizing like the battles and then posting.
Ah, sweet.
Oh, this is a tough one.
But it's good, man. Like it's. Yeah. Yeah. He like tells you the whole story without having watched the 12-hour race.
Next trivia needs to be about all of us.
That's for the viewers.
I don't know what the number is. I know it's a lot.
There is a trivia every race about you guys.
Yes.
That we do.
Oh, I'll try.
Looks like Christian is celebrating his 4th win of the series tonight.
How many? Really?
How are you celebrating, Christian?
One home and sleeping. I'm actually not
Congratulations.
drinking this time. I am not drinking. I got faded 2 days in a row this weekend, so
You got what?
faded, super drunk.
I don't
Yeah.
understand all that millennial slang.
As a millennial, I don't think that's what faded means.
Aren't you a millennial? You're not a millennial, Andrew?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, I am, but I don't understand
More
it.
than 100, definitely with the 25.
I don't think I've ever been faded.
There's like 100 people running in that alone.
We're gonna have to change that, Andrew.
I might be able to produce the show better.
We already gave this answer, so everyone should get it right.
Yep.
Technically, it is 2 answers.
Pirelli.
It's not Pirelli. No.
Somebody said 2.
Goodyear does.
See, I would run Michelin on the front and then Goodyear's on the back.
The official tire for IMSA, and their contract is with Michelin.
Michelin tire. Getting expensive, man.
Well, with that 15% tariff.
All right. Seriously.
Did you put the tire pricing in there?
The tire pricing? No, just the tariff. No.
It's in the rule book. God forbid the price changes, though.
I do want to point out when the totals get added up at the end, someone did just Molbar.
I'm trying.
Motorsports, so for the trivia. So there's 2 scores.
There's what?
Someone didn't put the full Molbar team.
So there's 2 Molbars.
Oh, I gotcha. I'll add the scores together.
America.
That's fine. Your team got you.
Yay. Good job, Ben.
Oh, it was a tie for second.
Mm-hmm. Good job.
Hey, Ruben, I passed you on one of the last laps there, and we made contact. I'm sorry, I thought I was leaving your room there. That's my bad.
It happened. Hey, good racing though.
Yeah, that was a fun chase.
I will admit, I'm kind of surprised there was not a DNF this race.
Yeah, you know what? I'll take.
Speaking of, Jake, good job. Sitting at 59 incident points.
Did he finish with 59?
Wow.
I thought he got one at the end.
You did not get one at the end, Jake. Are you even here?
No, he left.
Man.
He's out.
He did. He had 59 with like 25 minutes.
Oh, damn.
So he did really well for a while.
This race is fun. I think everyone did well. Like there wasn't a huge amount of like
No.
major incidents.
There were a lot of spinny boy incidents at the beginning.
But yeah, because that hill sucks.
I don't blame
2 on
you.
cold tires. Good lord.
It was the cold tires thing, yeah.
Yeah.
It was funny because Dayton went past me and he spun, and then Xavier went past me and he spun, and then I got rid of behind Ben and he spun. So I'm like,
I spun
am I just
twice
cursed?
coming out.
So I just cursed at this point.
You always have to. Sometimes you just don't get through.
So you just start from the back and spin everyone as from your curse as you go to first.
No. Mine.
Our big winners. Put them on camera. There's no food here. Andrew wasn't lying.
We didn't lie. We don't want you to steal our pizza, so we didn't get any.
I don't know. See you guys later.
Oh.
Good job.
Rude.
Hey, you got to put on your Daytona to celebrate the win.
Preferably before the next race, which is when?
Our next race is August
Get out of here.
26th.
Yes.
So
Virginia.
2 weeks.
Get out of here. Post drop
Wow. Yeah,
That's
it'll be last race should be VIR Indianapolis.
It is.
Road Atlanta. Should be
Yep,
the-
Brian is correct.
Drive safe.
VIR's next race on August 26th. Indianapolis
That one's
Motor
gonna be fun.
Speedway is on September 30th, and then Road Atlanta is our last race on October 14th.
Just lawnmower sounds as people are going off in the grass.
It's been so long since I've done VIR, but I do remember the last time I raced it, I hated that track with a burning passion.
VIR? That's a good one.
Yeah. It's gonna be tricky with the cold tires, I think, just because like there's so much turning you have to do. So tires will warm up, but then there's so much commitment on so many of the corners. It's just gonna be really hard when the tires are cold.
All right, we are getting updated points for you guys if you want to hang out, chat.
Yeah, they'll be here on screen. It should automatically be updating while I. Marissa, it doesn't show the.
I don't know how to make it show. OK Motorsports got an extra 100 points. Yeah, right there.
Alright, EJ Luna, 0.
Well, in iRacing, Christian's right on the tail of Dayton.
Yeah. We're just updating.
Yeah, you can
we're
leave.
just updating scores. Good job, everybody.
Good job, guys.
Good race, everyone.
Thanks for hosting
Good
it.
race, y'all.
Appreciate it.
See you in 2 weeks.
Yep. Get your practice in.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. So they want the next trivia to be about them, be the last one about each other. How much they know actually about each other.
You should make it like harder than the other ones, though. Like harder than the do you know your drivers like during the race.
Is there anybody still in chat? Let me know what questions you want to know about your drivers. What you want them to know about each other.
Last 4 digits of social.
Not that.
Bank
I wanna know how-
routing numbers.
I want to know how Andrew ran that 114 at Colorado Karting Circuit.
I think I have a 113 over there. And a
Oh
114.
my god, I saw something up there that was super high. How'd you get that one? Man, oh man.
Just have the right medium temperature and the track temp, and make sure you got new tires on the cart, and that you pick the right car.
I was gonna say, yeah, you gotta pick the right cart. That's
Yeah.
not all of those carts are the same.
Yeah, I think we're starting to learn.
Yep.
Learn that. I think we're going this weekend. Anybody wants to go?
I will be there this weekend. On
Nice.
Saturday sometime.
That's what we were thinking too. Maybe Saturday earlier.
Alright, so Mile High got 175.
Yep, 175 for Mile High.
Auto House 75. Full Throttle.
50.
Okay, 100. And yeah. All teams got points. Nice. How am I being picked up?
Hmm?
You hear me?
I can hear you
I don't know how.
because I'm sitting in the same room as you. Can you guys hear Andrew?
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can hear you.
that's weird. Okay. We should be good. Let's refresh this.
All right, we're gonna have new driver standing and team standing on the
So
screen.
28.19 is what Brian was at. Benjamin was at 26.29. Full Throttle Racing shows 7,500 now. I know that number's changed. Refresh. I believe that worked.
Full throttle still at 7,500. Should that be different?
Still, I don't think you guys were at the race.
I mean, that's what we had. I mean, I just looked at iRacing and those driver scores are correct.
Just erase all the input. Oh, I know it's wrong. Commentary. Fill the dead space here. Lead us out.
Oh,
all of the dead space.
Thanks for everyone for watching.
Slower.
And
commenting in chat. We had an
Commenting.
awesome time talking with you. Rose Morado says, good job, everyone. Anybody who's still listening and watching, thank you.
Yes, let's hear something from chat. Thank you.
Anybody else still in chat? I don't know if I can see that. Valk says, great racing.
There we go. I just need to refresh this page. Edit.
We had an awesome time watching the race.
Yeah, great commentary, and we'll be back in a couple
2
more
weeks.
weeks for VIR, which sounds like we're in for a lot of off tracks. And VIR is one of the few tracks that I've actually raced on iRacing, and I feel their pain. It is a tough track to stay on track. and
Tough
really have
track,
those
tough
lines.
car.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that track looks like, so I will be researching it when I do the trivia for that track. That's the only way I learn about these tracks. So
It is very green.
very green. That'll be interesting.
Alright, scores are updated.
Jay.
All right, you guys can talk at normal speed now. Scores are up.
Well, as predicted at the beginning of the race, Full Throttle is still
By a larger margin.
taking the lead
Yep.
in team standings.
Oh my god.
We're having technical difficulties just like we did at the beginning of the race. So we're going to start it and end it the same way.
All right.
Full circle.
Yeah.
It's a technology thing. It happens.
Driver standings are correct, but the team standings are not.
All right. So driver standings. Brian Spelsky in first, Benjamin Bechtel in second, Dayton Harris in third, Christian Martinez in fourth, EJ Luna in fifth, Xavier Williams sixth, Shea Devereaux 7, Dominic Wilder 8, Zane May 9th, and Nick Amato 10th, Daniel Domingo 11th, Jake Schiff 12th, Ruben Gutierrez 13th. We have everybody else has not driven with us in a while.
Who are the other ones?
Looks like Full Throttle's total points 7,812.
All right.
Those are the correct ones.
Moto House in second place with 6,228. Mile High Motor Club 5,487. OK Motorsports 5,158. Mulbar Motorsports at 4,358. Those are your team standings.
All right. Well, I feel like that's a good place for us to sign off on the stream.
Definitely.
Thanks for watching, and see you guys soon.
Thank you, everyone.
Have a good night.
Good job, John. Marissa.
See you. Good racing. Thanks.
And all of our racers.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.